A dinosaur story.
Hey, folks. I can't remember if people could hear that or not, but Mara just said something hilarious. If not, okay, cool. Um, so this is Final Show Films, which is not this week a dinosaur story, but at some point I will run a dinosaur-based game just for Mara.
Thank you.
Um, um, and we're here to bring you some role-playing games on the internet. It's fun and different. Tonight, it's Welcome to Nightgrove High. I'm going to be your keeper, Craig, and I'm about to introduce all the wonderful people who are going to be playing in the show this evening. But before we get to that, I just want to thank all of you so much for tuning in. I'd like to extend a special thank you to our $25 and up Patreon supporters, Trevian Alexander, Elle, and Samantha Bates. Without them and without all of you watching us, we wouldn't be able to enable our ridiculous hobbies and all of the fun, silly things that we do all the time. So thank you very much. And with that, take us live, Sen.
And we're live.
A dinosaur
Hooray!
story.
Uh, hooray, a dinosaur story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's great. Things are good and they'll remain that way forever. Don't look up. I'm pretty sure that's what the last episode of the show Dinosaurs was called.
And now you can all look
Anyway,
now you
Sen, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sen, and I'm the person that did this to the overlay. And also, I'm playing a character. I believe his name
It's
is
true.
Zach.
Yep.
And he's a champion.
Checks out so far. Yep.
Spellcaster.
Spell slinger, but close.
No idea what's happening currently because I've missed one or two episodes.
It's all good. That's all good. It'll make perfect sense. Don't worry about it. There's a guy named Pete. Everybody loves him.
And there's certainly not anything. There's certainly not anything absolute that might absolutely be terrifying for Zach going on at this particular moment.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Jeremy, why don't you tell us about you and who you're playing?
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm a Sagittarius because you told me to tell them things about me. And I am playing Lexi, who is whose playbook is the celebrity, and I'm pretty sure that they're a Gemini.
That makes sense.
I haven't actually worked theirs out, but they feel like a Gemini.
How do they feel about long walks on places?
It's a lot of walking, but
yeah,
depends on the place and who.
Okay, fair. Mara, your turn.
I'm Mara, and I'm playing Delilah or Lila Reed, who is the monstrous.
That is correct. Checks out so far. Excellent. Top marks for everyone.
ROUS, not RESS.
I mean, actually, kind of both, but
yeah.
Drevian.
I'm Drevian. I'm playing Sonny Simmons, who is a meddling kid.
Excellent. And Steven?
I'm Steven. I'm playing Carl, and he is the new guy, and he's a spooky.
Excellent. And William and Shawnee?
Hi, I am William, or Shawnee, and I am playing Billie Jean Blazkowicz, who is the wronged, and I appreciate being given the Doomslayer green outline.
Yep.
And Holly is with us this evening, although had to step away for some child and bedtime related activities. Holly is playing Ruby Sinclair, the Chosen. And given that Holly is not here, we will jump back to Holly and Lexi in a moment. But for right now, we pick up with the rest of the group. Yes, including Zach. Because I don't want to split the party 3 ways again or have to explain why you miraculously catch up to everyone else. Because you're on magical probation and can't teleport right now. So we lost the ability to use that particular narrative shortcut. So everyone else, plus one of your classmates, one of the goth clique named Creepy Pete, is headed south following along the Bierce River in the direction of this sort of backfields of the Kellerman property, which is where Mark Tolan was found dead, and beheaded or and be scarecrowed. And there is a general the motorcycle has been left behind under the Irving Bridge, and you all are headed down that way. And Lexi and Ruby are off on an errand of their own. So I will ask you this, Zach. Everyone did stop in at Murray's Mega Center to stock up on supplies that they may have needed. Is there anything you would have looked for at the Mega Center?
What's our destination
Supplies.
again? I missed half that explanation.
The Kellerman Farm.
Supplies also being weapons, specifically.
Which
Chiefly
Mostly.
weapons.
well,
yeah.
I am my own weapon.
Okay. You don't need to get anything.
I'm
I
trying to
just want to
think
give you
of-
the option to have done so.
What I'm not. Yeah, no. I'm just trying to think of what he would have gotten.
The Mega
Um,
Center is essentially an overstock and product liquidation warehouse. So they tend to have a lot of things. They very rarely have the same things from visit to visit, and your ability to find something is
Oh,
guaranteed.
also-
Your ability to find something useful is questionable.
Actually, to be clear, by the way, I'm banned from using my magic to teleport. I also have angel wings now that let me teleport. So I could still catch up via angel wings if it matters.
Do they let you teleport or do they let you fly?
You go instantly to anywhere you visited before or to a person you know well.
Well, that will be very interesting when you have to argue that in front of the Magical Council.
I think it makes me fly. Like theoretically, it's flying, but just flying.
Very,
like
very
angels
fast.
do.
Yeah.
You can I would say you can use them to fly to a place that's there. You can't bamf your way Nightcrawler style around town.
Yeah, I would assume they let you fly very, very fast
But yeah.
on
I
beams
guess,
of light.
I guess I would have. I would have gotten some any sort of like as close to industrial grade weed eater or like weed killer pesticide kind of that I could possibly find.
Yeah, fantastic. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Industrial grade plant murder.
Yes. Sometimes I don't want to light the entire country on fire. Sometimes I just want to kill one plant. 6.
Yeah, absolutely. What delivery method would you like? And what is the brand name?
It's one of those like sprayers that you lug around. Like you pump the handle and then pull the trigger for the pressure. You pump the handle to pressurize it, and then have like a wand that you press and spray.
Great.
And it is it's Jack Begone. And the icon, the logo is like the beanstalk, but withering and Jack falling off.
Amazing. I love it. Okay, so put down a spray can of or a pump can of Jack Begone on your list. Made by the Corporation right here in town. Picked up cheap by Murray. All right, so how are you all conducting yourselves as you move along the river? Are you all trying to be quiet? Are you sort of marching to get there as fast as possible? What is everybody's demeanor here?
I mean,
Slow and steady.
Okay.
Slow and steady, keeping an eye out.
I'm as stealthy
right.
as I can be with a cigarette in my mouth.
Okay. So after about a half an hour or so of walking along the riverbeds, which sometimes is more passable than other times, you come along to where those of you who have lived in Nightgrove for all or most of your lives are fairly certain would be the back end of the Kellerman's property. There is a little bit of a hill and an embankment up, and then you reach the more gently sloping backfields of the Kellerman's property. There are some woods and some scrubs separating out this back, what at one point was probably a back pasture. Now it seems like it's they used to grow some crops that are currently off season. probably Timothy hay in the spring and over the winter, things like that. But right now it's just kind of scrubby.
Notably, do I happen to find a camera along the riverbank?
That is a great question. You're looking for the one that that Cecil dropped?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and um let's call this investigate a mystery, but give me a sharps roll.
Let's see. Sharp. No forward. A 7.
So, it is Holly. We jump to the other group. So your discussion with a certain someone is on pause while the others are walking along the riverbed. So, I think actually you do find it. It is wet, and the camera itself is not functional. It hasn't popped open, so the film has not been exposed to light, but it probably has gotten wet, so it's going to take some work to be able to develop it and get anything useful out of it. You can't just drop it off at the drugstore and hope that they'll be able to make the best of it. You're probably going to have to spend some time in the dark room at school or find somebody who knows about developing film.
Oh. I imagine I know how Cecil's camera works, so I'd reel the film so in case something does happen, it doesn't expose.
Sure. So you go ahead and wind the film all the way back in. So yeah. And then are you gonna at that point pop the film out? Or are you gonna leave it in the camera out here?
I'm gonna leave it in the camera for now.
Okay.
Like,
Go
If
ahead.
if you need someone to develop that, I know a guy in the AV club.
that's certainly a possibility. This is Cecil's camera, so I'll probably check with him, see how he usually develops it.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
And if his normal methods is like just taking it to the drugstore, then might have to figure something else out.
Who's the guy that you know? Says Pete, looking at you, Lila.
None of your business.
How well do you know him?
Who's Pete?
Creepy Pete. This is Creepy Pete. This is Creepy Pete's voice. Just soak it in. Just take a minute.
One of the goth kids.
One of the what?
He's a goth kid that
Oh.
one of the goth kids at school that that Sonny asked along.
Yeah.
Remind me who he is played by in this particular TV rendition.
Oh,
Peter
it's
Lorre.
it's
Peter
Peter
Lorre.
Lorre. Just adult Peter Lorre dressed like a teenage goth.
I'm seeing Sen trying to visualize that in that
Yeah.
moment.
Honestly,
Lila's
I'm seeing Sen Googling Peter Lorre right
honestly,
now.
pretty normal episode that you missed. Really.
Dude from
No,
Yeah,
I
you
know
know
I know who
Peter
Peter
Lorre
Lorre
is.
is. I was just getting the visual because I couldn't picture his face.
Yeah. That's fair.
So the question asked was, how well do you know him?
None of your business.
Why is Pete
Mm.
along with us? Zach asks out loud again.
I mean, the bigger question is why'd you all tag along?
Yeah. So
I don't know.
puts a hand, like a very slow pat. The pats themselves aren't slow, just the lingering touch on the shoulder is long.
God damn it.
On Sonny's shoulder and says, "Oh, Sonny wanted to make sure he brought the right amount of backup, and I told him I've got his back. I can get yours too, Zach."
Just a long, like, trail of smoke out the corner of the mouth.
Like your brand.
Good. I'm never smoking these again. I dumped them out on the ground.
That's actually the most rational. The problem is now he's gonna pick him up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now he has your DNA.
Yeah.
No, I
uh-huh.
dumped the
Just-
No.
one that I was smoking on the ground, not the entire pack.
Yes, the one with your DNA on it.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
save this one for later. Says tucking it into a pocket.
God, no.
No. You're not.
okay,
You're gonna
whatever-
leave that because
whatever
we're
he does.
here investigating a mystery.
He turns and
So-
looks and says, "Well, we don't want to litter, do we?"
It's
Looks very affronted.
above
So-
table. It's fine. Whatever he tries to do with that DNA, he'll be smited for it. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So above table, what happened was, Lila was trying to get information and made an absolute fool of herself in embarrassment. And Sunny saw this and was like, you know what, getting information is a good idea. Who better to know about dead bodies than the goth kids?
And one of them was this.
Yeah.
One of them was Creepy Pete here.
Yeah, it's
And-
this
Now I know
Sid
why we're here.
Crisfield, Gwen Gopher, and Creepy Pete. And Sonny was like, "Yep, Creepy Pete's my boy. My road dog."
So the key is Sunny is just polite and nice to everybody.
Yeah.
So Creepy Pete's not offended by Sunny.
I
Nope.
think it was mostly that Creepy Pete was the one who showed up behind you in line at the coffee shop. I think that was mostly it.
Yeah, that's also that. It was also a matter of convenience.
And then yeah, I met Creepy Pete at the coffee shop and was going to go to the farm with just Sunny and Creepy Pete. And then the others found us that we went by the Megaplex and the others saw us and joined us.
Yeah, I mean,
Creepy Pete was meant to be a meat shield.
anytime that anyone sees anyone walking with Creepy Pete, there's a concern. So that's why we're all here.
I wish
That was
that's the only thing I've done with Creepy Pete.
That was
Yeah.
actually the primary thought for us linking up with Sonny was, oh no, he's traveling with Creepy Pete. We
Yeah.
probably should join him so he doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's a 50-50. Because Sunny's nice to Creepy Pete. Either Sunny's going to be the last person Creepy Pete murders, or the first.
One or the
Money's on
other.
the first.
You know, if you kill Creepy Pete first, Creepy Pete can't kill you.
That's a bald-faced lie, and you know it.
They've only just begun.
No, no, no. If you kill him hard enough, you just have to keep
What is-
going.
What does your level of arousal while murdering him have to do with that?
You take the head and the arm, the torso, and you all put them on all different barrels and seal. Yeah, there are ways.
Anyway,
Jeremy, you got to stop splitting up corpses. That's how we get Castlevania 2s. All right.
Or mummies.
That's true. Also that one. Actually, yeah. Statement withdrawn. You go ahead, split them up.
Yeah, right.
This generation needs a new bisexuality test.
I mean, we're
Um,
getting one. We're
I
getting
mean,
one next
you-
year.
you-
It's fair.
Is Castlevania 2 the one that introduced Simon?
Simon's in the first one, I think.
I
But
thought it was.
it's the one where you have,
I
you have
think
to,
2 was Richter.
I thought the first one was.
you have to
Richter.
find all the body parts.
Anyways.
the most-
Speaking of body parts, Kellerman Farm.
Have we mentioned that we're an ADD, ADHD group?
Oh no, Castlevania 2 was Simon.
If we hadn't mentioned it, it's obvious by now.
Yeah.
Is this the? Are we
Creepy
at the
Pete.
Kellermans now? Is this?
Yeah, you're in the backfield of the Kellermans.
Lila's saying that out
Oh,
loud because
sorry.
she's not familiar.
Yep, this is at least the back end of the Kellerman's fields.
And as a refresher for the player, the Kellermans, that's where the dead body happened.
That was the
Yes.
cold open. Was
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were sneaking
That
out to go
was-
snipe hunting on the Kellerman's field. The other bit of information that the group found out last time is that there have been a total, at least discovered, of 4 dead bodies in town. Mark Toland, the Kellermans, both of whom were also discovered dead by the sheriff, apparently, and Hutch, who you all
we
found,
found.
at the dump. Yeah.
Yeah. And Hutch's car was at their farm, so.
Yeah, that's the other bit of information that you found out from Snoops Rainier, who is the local tabloid reporter. What?
Was.
Well,
Still is.
Still is currently.
technically, yeah, was sent off to investigate the dump. So questionable
Was.
about how long Snoops will be around,
Yeah.
but yeah, did find out from Snoops that who had been out taking pictures of the crime scene, that Hutch's truck was at the Kellerman's farm.
Yes. Well, it doesn't look burnt here. Do you
Yep.
think?
Let's keep moving until we can find either Hutch's truck or any amount of whatever was going on.
Well, I mean, we saw Hutch's truck.
No, we saw the footprint of Hutch's truck before, where it had been and picked someone up and then left.
Right.
We never actually found the
Right,
truck itself.
Right.
And you saw Hutch's trailer, which is at the
Yeah,
dump,
yeah.
but not the truck itself. So moving up then through the backfield.
Yep.
And you come back through, and then as you come through that tree break, which at one point was probably more ornamental, and now really serves more as a windbreak from the backfield.
Question, Craig.
The other redheaded one.
Relating to a previous roll that I made. The experience says mark experience when a roll totals 6 or less. You have me roll a single d6. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
No, that's if you're rolling a single d6, it's a luck check.
Okay, cool.
And you don't get XP from luck checks. That's
Gotcha.
just determining something in the world.
All right.
In this case, it was determining how what Murray's had in stock, how well it matched what you were looking for.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It went well.
Yeah.
Is the
So,
cover where the Wicker Man would have been put together?
No, that's going to be at the county
Yeah,
fairgrounds.
okay.
The other bit of information that was found out, well, one other bit of information that was found out last time is that the harvest and the Wicker Man burning used to occur more centrally in town back before the community college was built, but it was later moved before. This was, decades ago, but it was moved down to the southeast of town to where the county fairgrounds are now, some decades ago, as the town expanded out. But coming up, you can see the trees, and are you all moving through the scrub and trees towards the main part of the farm?
Yes.
Yeah. How open is this? Or I don't really want to be seen by anyone that's out here. That seems bad.
Well,
That depends on how much of the field is burned down.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So
also,
you can-
the people that lived here are dead, apparently. So
Yeah, but the police.
Yeah,
are
there is
here,
still
so-
a police investigation
there
going
are
on. I don't
2
know if he's
cops
there
in
right now.
town.
Yeah, it's basically a matter of whether Sheriff Deadman is there right now.
Yeah. So, why don't you then, Lila, if you are trying to be careful about it and not wanting
Yeah.
to get spotted by anything, why don't you give me an act under pressure roll, please?
Okay. I gotta get cooler.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Dang it.
I don't see why. He's just a knockoff of Freezer.
That's a failure.
So, how do you trip?
Mushrooms.
I I think it is
Acid.
Into me.
just yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's
Like
good.
that.
It's either that or into Creepy Pete. So,
Yeah. I think I'm trying to avoid Creepy Pete. I'm trying to avoid Creepy Pete. I'm trying to stay low and just classic trip fall into crush.
yeah, absolutely. So Zach, this new girl, Lila, that you've been hanging out with a little bit these past couple days, yeah, you see her tripping. What do you do? Do you catch her? Do you?
Yeah, I just instinctively try to catch her.
Okay. What's the song key?
Oh, that's right. I think it was oh goodness, what was it? What did I decide? It was like a prayer. I think that was
Mhm.
it.
And that sounds right to me. Yep.
Yeah.
So we get a little snip.
Yeah.
Do you, I'm gonna say with that roll, you don't say anything. You just freeze, staring up into Zach's face. Does that feel right?
Yeah, that feels right.
All right,
Oh.
Hey, you okay?
Zach.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. No, it just tripped. It was just a trip. I'm good.
Well, I'll perk you back to
I'm
her feet and
fine.
steady. Got your breath. Deep breath.
No, I'm good. I'm great. We're just, sneaking
Your
I was
volume
just
is
trying to be
also
quiet.
raised about 4 decibels.
Okay. Yes. I was just I'm fine. It was just tripped. I didn't roll anything. I'm good.
All right. Just watch your step.
So from where you are,
Pat her on the shoulder.
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. No, you pat her on the shoulder. What does Zach feel?
Uh well, it probably had I fell slightly. So you do feel something either her shoulder is very bony but that's not where her shoulder would be. So that doesn't make sense.
Under this big puffy jacket that she's
Yeah.
wearing.
Yeah.
This is fine.
It's fine. It's
My
fine.
instinct,
Totally fine.
my instinct is to not draw attention to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that requires a roll or not.
No. You can certainly do that.
Yeah, no.
That's,
It was like note it, say nothing,
okay.
just nod to her.
Yep.
My question is, how does Creepy Pete react to this interaction?
So, if you are you sort of watching this and turning and looking at Creepy Pete?
It's either that or I just don't notice at all.
That's fair. That's fair. So Creepy Pete, actually, I think there is a moment where you look around and you realize you've totally lost sight of Creepy Pete.
Oh God.
Um,
He's loose.
whereas,
He's
and then there is just so Lila was attempting to move stealthily. Creepy Pete seems to have managed it quite well. It seems to take to this very naturally for something that he's probably never done before. And is tough to spot, but eventually you realize from your angle you can see him, and he's sort of posting up fairly naturally up against a tree and into where the shadow naturally falls behind it, aligning with his darker clothing. He does wink at you as you look at him, though. And it's real slow, and you swear you can hear the like little sticky sound of the eye winking. But those of you who were not directly part of this, you can realize that if anyone wasn't aware of you, unless they are very distracted, if anyone is here, they probably are aware of you are now. But you can look through the trees and you can see beyond. There are two smaller outbuildings a couple 100 yards away. There is a barn, and you can see the single level rancher that is the Kellerman's house. You can also see the sprawling cornfield, which is partially but not completely burnt due to the rain that happened on the night of Mark Tolan's death. You can see up from your angle, running from one corner of the barn over towards the house, you can see strips of yellow police tape. One of them, though, is loose and fluttering in the wind.
Is there any sign that Deadman is around here?
Tough to tell from this angle. You can go ahead and read a bad situation if you wish.
Sure.
Um,
Mixed.
So you can ask one of those questions.
Is there a dead man around?
You don't see any sign of lights. I mean, you don't gain X-ray vision or anything, but you don't see. You feel like if the cruiser was parked out of sight, and if the lights were on, you'd be able to see them reflecting on the side of the barn or the side of the house. You don't hear any sounds coming from that direction. You pause and listen for a little bit. You don't hear the squawk of the CB.
Which I guess would qualify as, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Probably.
I mean, if that's the question that you ask.
I mean, I was focusing on Deadman, but that's
yeah.
kind of feels like it's the category it's in.
Yeah, and in the spirit of the game, I think what I will say, here and there amongst the cornfield, there is more movement amongst the sheaves than the wind would merit.
Ooh.
I would like to make a weird roll, specifically to trust my gut.
Which is
So-
essentially we're using it to sub in for what?
Well, no, it's an
essentially?
active. It's an active. It's one of the standard weird rolls that you can that.
Oh,
you make.
right,
It-
from
on
the
a-
from the expansion book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. On a
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, it's trying to figure out what to like. Looking at the situation of what we're seeing with the farm, what to do next at the farm. Like what's instinctively what am I pulled towards?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and trust your gut. These are the ones that sub in for the more generic use magic.
I got a 12. On a 10 or
Okay.
more, the keeper will tell you where you should go. Wherever that is, it will be important. You get a +1 ongoing. You get a +1 ongoing on the way to this place. So, like on the farm, where should we go?
You should investigate the area behind the police tape. You have a feeling that there is something there. Whatever you're looking for here, there, if you're looking for threads to pull, there are threads there to pull on.
And so then you'll just sort of like just sort of scope the like from where we're all at, just like scan the thing and just like lock on to the police taped off areas, and just not wordlessly start walking that way.
BJ sees that happening and is gonna follow after. It's like, you got a hunch on something?
Yep.
How dangerous of a hunch are we talking? There's things in the grass.
Well, that's why you're here, bud. He says.
Don't
He
call
says,
me that.
giving you a grin.
Don't call me that.
What kind of things?
He said bud this time, not beach.
Yeah.
The question was asked by Lily. What kind of things? Or Lila?
Don't know, but things. And considering this place was recently lit on fire, probably not normal things. Her hand is like currently, like her right hand is currently like behind her back and what would normally be considered like halfway towards at ease, but is currently just under her coat,
I would say that
grabbing hold of something.
BJ would notice that, because he carries a ritual knife in like his belt. Normally it's just in the belt, so not in his hands. He has pulled the knife out while he's walking towards the police tape.
I mean, you've known BJ long enough that you can tell that when her hand is going under her coat behind her back, it's where the shotgun holster is.
That was more for BJ to get an idea of how dangerous Zach thinks this might be, because he doesn't normally have the knife out.
So there is just as everybody sort of presumably everybody is moving forward. At least you two are moving forward.
Yes.
Lila and okay, and Sunny.
Oh, have I recovered
Sunny's-
from my 1 point of harm that I took at some point?
I don't believe so.
Cool.
Wasn't that from like the night prior?
I don't. I have no memory of where I got it.
It was a couple days ago that played last.
But it's been, I mean, harm recovery is comparatively slow. Let's leave it for now, and we'll double check that
Cool.
later on. If you die today or are at risk of dying due to a point of harm,
I only have one
we'll
point of harm,
revisit
so
it
yeah.
at that point. Yeah. You're probably fine.
Sunny's kind of keeping an eye on Creepy Pete to see if he's staying with the group or.
Yeah, I mean, he's moving as it seems like everybody else has ditched any attempt at stealth. He's sort of moving forward. He as it BJ, your hand is where your hip be at, as the Reverend William Smith would have put it.
You don't want to
Correct?
see my hand where my hip be at.
It's like slightly behind, like when people are in like parade rest where their hands are like
Yeah.
folded behind their back.
Yeah.
He's got one hand at that point under the jacket because that's
Okay.
where the holster for the shotgun is.
Okay.
And I've
So I
got
think
a knife out.
Creepy Pete is taking sort of walking up and is taking one of the chains off of his belt that is linked, like, hanging down, presumably normally ornamentally, and is just taking it and sort of starting to, like, little smile on his face, and is just sort of weaving it between his fingers.
Mhm.
And looks over at you and goes, "So tell me, Sonny, what are you packing?"
My suitcase?
My trunk to leave town, you see.
Um. Like, it's like, what are you packing? Like a 7-minute, 20-second mile.
Um, oh, that's impressive. Not really what I was asking, but I'd love to watch you run sometime.
Unfortunately, we don't have the same gym class.
Mm-hmm. I'll see if I can change my schedule. And the eyes just like slowly slide back. And again, like, you watch, and I want to be very clear here. You know how most people, when they look somewhere else, their eyes like pop to that because that's how I do. This is like an old Tex Avery animation where the eyes just sort of
Yeah,
slowly slide
pan
over
to the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so in front is BJ and Zach. So you all are coming up to the back of the barn then. Correct?
If that's where the police tape is.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So it goes from there. And as you reach the back of the barn and look around to the side, you can see the police tape sort of roughly marks off the kind of slightly triangular area between the barn, alongside of the barn and the house. And you can see that there is a white, very muddy, but at least originally white, very banged up pickup truck that has, looks like at a fairly slow speed, run into the side of the barn. Some of the planks are broken in. It is marked on the side with Chase County Sanitation and Waste Management.
There's Hutch's truck.
You can see that the house itself, the porch, is marked off with police tape in a more organized fashion because it is a smaller area.
Somebody just let it idle into the side of the barn.
Does it look like the side of the barn has been damaged enough that one could get into it via that, or just that it's still idling into it?
I mean, it's crunched into the side. It's basically, there is at this point a roughly truck-shaped hole with a truck still in it. So,
or whatever was driving it last didn't want to open the door the old-fashioned way, as Zach says.
Yeah, it would be a tight squeeze without moving the truck.
Did you all find Hutch at the trailer?
Yep.
What's left of him?
Well, to be clear, you found his head.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why she said what's left of him.
That's why Zakario
Yeah,
didn't extrapolate any further than yep.
Fair.
There could be other parts left of him that we didn't discuss.
Oh yeah.
No.
BJ is going to approach the truck.
Okay.
I'm also in the truck.
Yeah, so you all move up towards the truck. The windows are all broken. The doors are slightly ajar. And like I said, there it's pretty well banged
Are
up.
the keys in the ignition?
So you're gonna go ahead and look inside, or at least climb inside, or
Look
not, maybe not
inside.
climb inside, but look inside.
Look
Which
inside.
side are you looking in through?
Whichever side is that I approach.
Okay. So it's probably easier from this angle to come up and look in through the passenger side window and look across. Yeah, you can see the keys are still in the ignition.
Is the ignition switched on so that to indicate that the battery's probably dead, or was it turned off?
How much driving does Zach do?
Not a lot.
Probably, I mean, and probably not a ton of pickup trucks. I don't know that you would have the knowledge to tell from out here.
I mean,
You'd have to
BJ
climb in
probably
and play
would.
around with it. Yeah. I think if BJ is looking to tell that, it looks like it's probably on.
Yeah, this thing was left running after it ran into the wall until it died. It's either battery dead or out of gas, or both. Probably both at this point.
To be clear, is the truck actively running or is it not?
No, it is not.
Okay,
It is
yeah.
not. And the hood is cold.
I have a question.
Sure.
Just trying to figure out where the truck came in from.
Sure.
Would it have is the path, like, can I see what route it took to get here? Would that have gone through like just muddy field, or is there like kind of driveway sort of I'm trying to get a sense of that.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that's an investigative mystery. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll me one of those.
I'll be right back.
That sounds specifically like a what happened
Yeah.
here.
Yep. All right. Success.
Ooh, nice.
An 11.
So that
Alright.
means you have two holds, so you can ask two questions. One of
Okay.
which I assume is what happened here.
Yeah, what happened here?
And
Let's
then you
start
can
with
ask
that.
the other one now, or you can hang on to it while you're still in the scene.
Yeah, I'll get that answer first and then decide.
Sure. So looking back through, there is a driveway, essentially a gravel drive that runs up through the fields, and then there is a loop in front of the Kellerman's house. There is an old tree that is sort of in the center of that gravel loop in front of the house. It was hidden from you all by the side. Most notably, the truck, you can see the path of the truck by the mud in the grass, by some compressed areas of the non-burned portions of the field beyond. It did cross the driveway, but it looks like that was really more happenstance than anything. It was not sticking to the driveway, and it cut roughly a straight line, but that is just on average from the road over towards the house. But it seems like it kind of wove around. It also doesn't look like it was going tremendously fast at any point.
Okay. I want to ask what it was going to do, I think. Why did it What was the point of running into, did it just lose control or was that on purpose?
I think that's tough to tell with the information that you
Okay.
have.
That's fair.
So I'm not going to make you burn that one.
Okay. All right. I'll go with I don't think I can answer any of the other questions then besides what is being concealed here. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So, are you looking around specifically with regard to the truck and then kind of casting a wider eye?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, there are a couple things, and I'll use concealed as maybe things that might not have immediately jumped to mind. There is assorted debris and trash in the back of the truck. I mean, it was a waste management truck. It looks like maybe there were some bags, some trash bags that had been picked up that have broken open and scattered. You know, you can see wrappers and coffee grounds and a smashed tab can and things like that rolling around in the back. Um, there are also, it looks like, a lot of lawn clippings or vegetable debris. There are a lot of dried leaves scattered, sort of odd, a little bit smaller than you might expect. Um, there are you also, sort of having spotted that, you look back into the front portion of the truck, the cab of the truck, and you see a withered and dried vine wrapped around the gear shift. And there's also a box. It looks like an open cardboard box with white on it and some kind of printing, but it's sort of shoved partially back under the seat, and it's tough to tell what it is from here. You'd have to pull it out. The other thing that you notice that is a little bit more concealed is that over by the porch, there are two relatively recent looking rough dug dirt mounds. About
Okay.
maybe a foot or two in width.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna point those out. Hey, did you see those dirt piles? I don't know what that is. I think the plant monster killed him. I'm gonna reach, like, I don't know if the window's down, but I want to try and I want to look at the box. I'm gonna reach in
Yeah.
and look at the box. I'm not being that careful.
Sure, absolutely. The
Let's
door.
do
I
the
mean,
stupid thing.
the door is open, so you can just reach in and pull it.
Yeah.
BJ looks back at those mounds. I think it's pretty clear what those are.
Yeah, they look familiar to you and to Zach. I believe
Yeah.
Zach was also at the dump, right? Yeah, they look fairly familiar to the two of you.
Yep. Will be the Kellermans.
Mm, well, it depends on what you are remembering them as.
I'm assuming. Sorry, how big are those mounds?
They're like from the rough heap dirt. It's about 1.5 to 2 feet wide.
Oh, it's a pair of heads.
Rough little
It's
circles.
the Kellerman's heads having been planted.
I will go verify that though. Now that
Okay.
Now that there's some confusion.
Okay, so you're heading over towards those, and Lila is reaching into the truck and
Yeah.
pulling out the box.
Uh-huh.
BJ, where are you headed?
She's hanging around the truck while Lila's reaching inside in case something decides to jump out at her.
Okay.
Because of the two people that are doing potentially dangerous things, one of them can defend themselves.
Sure. Sonny, what are you up to?
Just kind of taking it all in, watching the others.
Okay. All right. Pete is walking up towards the truck. So Lila, you reach under the seat and pull it out, and you can find a partially emptied box of votive candles from Yankee Candle. There is a large stamp on the side that says expired, not for resale.
Fired Yankee Candles.
Oh, these probably came from Murray's.
Probably.
Does Murray sell expired votive candles?
Murray's would
What
sell
does Murray not sell?
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's a good question. To be fair, Murray's would sell like last season's stuff, no problem. Murray's would not sell illegal expired stuff, very clearly marked not for resale, unless he could find a way to remove that from the box.
Yeah, I love that. I love that clarification. Unless you could figure out a way to make it not obvious.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's in. There's also some sort of like dark green residue smeared on the box and around it. Reminds you a little bit of grass stains, but darker.
Grass blood.
Um.
I'm
Uh.
gonna I'm gonna sniff that. I want
Okay.
to know if it's grass or like oil or something. I can smell.
Yeah, absolutely. So you lean over and get a good snootful.
Yeah.
And it smells. There's a vegetal aspect
Make
to
a
it.
wisdom saving throw.
A little bit of rot and an acrid chemical hint on the back end of the smell.
Ugh.
That
Um,
smells like mulch.
and you hear sort of at that go, "What'd you find?" Through the driver's side window, and you look up, and Pete is leaning in, looking down
A
at you.
box, Pete. A box of candles.
How do they smell?
The candles don't smell like anything. They're just like these. I'm gonna pull one out, like the little, like you'd put in a pumpkin.
Oh, nice.
But there's
Ah,
something
I said the box
on.
smells like mulch.
Oh God, you had to sound
Yeah.
like the ones you put in a pumpkin, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Of course I did.
Um, and at this point, BJ, you went over and you were investigating the mounds, or was that
No,
Zach?
I was.
No, that was Zach.
That's Zach.
Okay, so Zach, you are over at the point, and sort of digging through, and right about as Lila is saying, like the ones you'd put in a pumpkin, you are excavating the first of the mounds, and you go through and you start to find something soft and squishy and orange, and as you clear it away, you can find there is a moldering jack-o'-lantern that has been buried here.
Is there a head inside it?
Nope.
I found pieces of a jack o' lantern at the scarecrow.
Well, you found pieces of a jack-o'-lantern buried in a mound like this one
Right, yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
scarecrow that had Hutch's head on top
So
of
yeah,
it.
look. So see that. Look around. I'm gonna see if there's a scarecrow in a field somewhere nearby that I can
Okay.
see.
Sure, absolutely. So you sort of as you turn and look around, you can see a looks like headless shape, but with extended arms and tattered coat a ways out into the field.
I will. Is there a candle or anything in the pumpkin, or is it just the pumpkin?
So as you look through it, again, it's pretty well rotted at this point, but it does seem like you can find some scraps of wax, some melted bits. It looks like there was a candle in this at one point.
Yeah. So I will confirm the other mound to see if it's also a jack o' lantern,
Yep, sure is.
and then look back towards BJ. These are just the pumpkins, and then I'll point. But I do see a scarecrow out there.
Ah, fun. All right.
Although last time the pumpkin was next to the scarecrow. I turn and look and see. Can I see if there's anything inside that? Is there anything visible inside the house, or would I have to go in to see it to see?
Um, kind of peering from here, the door is closed. If you do you climb up onto the porch?
Well, first I'm just seeing if it's like there's just no view inside the house unless you're actively on the porch.
Not really, because it's a rancher that was built probably in the 40s, and windows were not, designed for outer viewing necessarily.
yeah, then I
Their
will-
houses tend to be a little dark.
Yeah, then he'll just approach the porch, or approach the
Okay.
door and see if he can tell if there's anyone inside before opening the door.
Okay. If you get up onto the porch, you climb over or under the paper. From up here, there are windows, and you can look into, um, what seems like the parlor. You do see that one of the windows here is broken. And so from that, there is tape across it, but you can look through. And there are, you can see looking in, you can see avocado green and brown tiled floor, linoleum tiled floor in the kitchen, spattered in multiple places with a brown that you are fairly certain is several days old blood at this point. There are a couple rough taped outlines on the floor with yellow painter's tape, and a few note cards with numbers scattered around. This has been a documented crime scene. It looks like two people were here. The outlines are missing both missing a fairly noticeable aspect. They come pretty much straight across the shoulders.
But I can see the scene of the crime. He'll call back.
There are
Oh.
also some dark spots, a couple of dark spots soaked into the wood of the porch at the top of the steps.
Like, what does that mean? Sorry.
So there is something that has stained two spots at the top of the porch, and they have also been circled around. Those spots have been circled around with tape.
That's where they found the heads.
And is there like a number card there too?
Yes. There is one. The other one is not still there. It was outside. It may have just blown away.
Yep. Yeah, no, he notified that he had found the scene of the crime. I'm going to... Can I just sort of like I did back at the junkyard, just sort of get a sense for if there is something otherworldly still lingering around magically?
Using which skill specifically, or maybe to ask it a different way, how are you trying to do it?
I think was it just a use magic roll that we did back at the
If you're gonna do a start doing a little ritual, you can.
I'm trying to remember because I'm trying to remember what it was that I did to identify the writhing plant mass that was at the junkyard.
Yeah. We did effectively another trust your gut kind of deal to figure out if it could pursue you or not.
Right.
While that's being figured out,
Yeah.
BJ is going to approach the barn doors and try and see what might have been inside, if anything.
Okay. So yeah, so you go up to the barn doors. It looks like they are open. They are pushed to, but they are not latched rather.
Mm-hmm.
So you can push them open if you wish.
Yeah, she'll sort of shoulder into one to push it open. There's a check inside.
Okay, so you look inside. It looks like it's an older tobacco barn from presumably back in the day where this farm used tobacco. So there's good ventilation in here, and a lot of vertical space.
Is there anything currently inside?
As you
aside from the front end of a truck.
Yeah, I mean you can see kind of one of the lights sort of going in as you step inside to start poking around.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and read a bad situation for me.
Read a bad situation. Mixed success.
All right, so what's your best way in? What's your best way out? Any dangers you haven't noticed? What's the biggest
dangers
threat?
I haven't noticed?
Yes. There is something up above you. Moving slowly up in the rafters where they used to put the tobacco to dry. Which means that you see it based on that roll. You see it, and it looks like it is moving over to be over top of you, but it is not quite there yet.
She's going to basically like forcibly kick the doors wide, and actively at this point the shotgun comes out from under the jacket as she sort of looks up. Either you're going to come down here and get taken out, or you're going to say a word to tell me that I shouldn't be shooting you right now.
No response. Still some movement.
She's just sort of tracking it with the shotgun, and she's just sort of keeping the shotgun leveled at it, ready to shoot if it decides to come at her.
So are you
Uh,
staying inside the barn?
but yeah, she's staying to keep an eye on it, to keep it tracked, as with the shotgun leveled at it,
Okay.
while she also calls out, "I've got movement, Zach."
Oh, yeah, I'm going that way.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
shit. I was turned back to head toward Sunny, I think, with the box of candles. At this point, I'm gonna drop and run.
Sure. Which way?
Toward the barn.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you're coming towards the barn.
Yeah.
And Sunny?
Sunny's just kind of like questioning what's going on because like it's probably a barn cat.
It's probably a barn cat. So BJ, the barn cat is getting to a point where it will either be directly over top of you, so you can either at this point step out of the barn and prevent it from getting over top of you and thus lose sight of it. Or you can stay where you are and see what happens, or you can take a shot or go farther into the barn or whatever you want to do.
She's actually going to, rather than leave the barn and lose sight of it, she's actually going to take a step further in and sort of circle around, trying to sort of reposition so that it's not directly under her, but sort of keeping track of it as it moves.
Okay. I would say then act under pressure to try, because it is trying to place itself over top of you at this point.
Failure.
Okay.
Presumably it gets over top of me at some point.
Yeah, so you move, and I think having misread exactly the size of it, it sort of lets go as you step, and for a moment it's like a net has fallen on top of you. Those of you who are moving up towards the barn can see for a moment this sort of mass of from out here looking into the shade of the barn, either dark brown, dark green, or black netting falls down over BJ, and then starts to move and kind of wrap around BJ. BJ, you have armor, right?
Yes, I have. I do actively have armor.
Okay, so you do not take a point of harm, as you can feel some scratches of thorns start to move through and hit those plates that you've put into your jacket, but you are wrapped up at this point, and you can see the bottom portions of it now are actively digging into the dirt floor of the barn. Who is acting next?
I'm assuming I have acted for the round at this point.
Correct. It's not necessarily rounds we jump focus around, but that was as a result of your thing.
Yeah. For reference, I have 2 armor.
Good to know.
Well, I can do this a couple of different ways.
Sure.
I think my first thought is to actually see if I can just like, because basically like a batch of like thorn vines have wrapped around BJ, right?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, your first impression.
I would like to just run up and see if I can cut it free, or cut BJ free.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say you are
I have my knife.
effectively you're not necessarily trying to hurt it, right? You're trying to help BJ.
Yes, I'm trying to help
Okay.
bring it free.
Yeah, so I think let's count this as an act under pressure. Go ahead and give me one of those, please.
And I still have the +1 ongoing. Do I still have the +1 ongoing from the gesture got earlier?
Yeah, you do, because this is the area that you were headed towards. Yep.
So act under pressure is going to be that with a +1. Failure.
Okay.
Hey, market experience.
Good experience.
So, yep, there you go. As you, okay, no, that's flat out a failure. You don't get to pick. So essentially, as you stab in or try to reach in and cut in, the vines actually start to move around, and as you see this thing writhing around, you can actually see there is a small sort of greenish orange lump in the rough center of it as it shifts out, and that kind of bobs in your direction, and then the vines reach out and dig into your arm as well, lashing you into this same mass. So take a point of harm,
Yeah.
and you are also restrained.
Oh,
Oh, no.
And Sunny or Lila, are you all taking any action at this point?
He will. Can I make a noise?
You can make a noise for sure.
Yeah, just to anyone that's nearby. Back away from the barn.
Sonny stays well away from the barn, like by the truck.
Um,
The truck
Probably
is
picks up the
in
box of
the
candles
barn.
that was dropped.
yeah. So no, the truck is outside the barn, like
Mostly.
95% outside the barn. Um, Pete looks at you over the back of the truck and just kind of like smiles and gives you a thumbs up, Sonny, as you post up by the truck. Lila.
Um, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna rush in.
All right, excellent.
I'm gonna rush in. I have a knife, but I don't think she's being that smart.
You're going to rush
Because
him?
they're both stuck in it now, and this is not
Duh.
good. Whatever this kid killed Mark Tolland, and I don't want to see that happen to these people. And so I am going to attack the vines.
Great. Kicks up.
Um,
So not trying to free them, but trying to
No.
kick some ass, trying to harm
yes,
it. Yeah,
yes.
kick some ass.
Um, and I think I'm gonna try and use my claws with this.
Great.
So that's great. That's a 2 harm thing. Let's see. Kick some ass. Click on button first. Let's see. All right. Mixed success.
Great. Okay. So you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other.
Yes. So that is 2 harm from me.
All right. And you take 1 harm back as
Okay.
it scratches out at you at the same time. And as you
How
come in,
much harm do I take?
2,
2?
unless you
Okay,
have armor.
that's fine.
Oh no,
No.
no. I'm so sorry. You deal 2 harm. You give 1 harm.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
You take
That's-
a
you
single
take 1 harm.
That's nothing. I'm
It's
fine.
been a long week. All right.
All right.
Yeah, as it scratches you, and you are also, I think at this point it's grabbed onto about as much as it can. So it's so you are not
Cool.
restrained, but you take essentially just the one scratched back. What do your claws look like?
They're long. It's very clearly like not fingernails anymore.
Okay.
They've her fingers have sharpened into like bony points kind of
And
thing.
does that happen instantaneously? Is it slow? Does it hurt?
I think I don't think it hurts. I think it is like you can see it like the fingers lengthening and change it like they change color and turn sort of grayish white on the
Okay.
ends. I do also have unquenchable vitality. When I have taken harm, I can heal myself.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to use that now? or that's a move in and of itself, right?
That is. I don't know if
Okay.
that's a different. Is
Yeah,
that
so
another
that would
action I
be
would have to take?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that would be sort
I
of
wasn't sure if
generally
that.
on its own, unless
Okay.
something in the wording indicates that it happens when
It
you take harm.
it just says when you have taken harm, you can heal yourself.
Okay. So I think that's well, let's figure that out narratively how that works. Is that something
Okay.
you feel happens right away, or you need to take a second and kind of center yourself?
It does require you to roll cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're probably waiting for,
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
yeah.
I'm fine with that. I feel like
Okay.
that's a good balance.
Okay. So Sonny, you and Pete are over by the truck, and I think at this point it's tough for the others to hear, but the two of you hiding over by the truck can see coming around a bend in the gravel drive, what had been occluded by the tall drying corn. You can see a figure pedaling as fast as they can on a bike. Um, Carl,
Yes.
it does not look like you made it in time. You had that feeling while you were showering up after the game. You suddenly had that impression that your new friends were going to get attacked by a monster. And look, in the barn, you can see in the shadows, two of your new friends are getting attacked by a monster.
Huh.
She's got big claws, and she's slashing at them.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you
So,
say
Uh-huh.
as you arrive on scene before we go to our commercial break?
so you look nothing like we saw at school?
Um, I think she mostly does. Like the vest isn't off. She does not have visible wings right now. It is Lila, but with like monstrous claw hands.
And it looks like she's the only one attacking them. Not they're
Yeah. I
facing
don't
Well,
know if you
she's
could
Portsmouth.
she's
see.
she's thrown a rope or something on them first,
Yeah.
Okay.
clearly. But
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to use Jinx to interfere with a monster or a minion.
Mm.
So something's going to fall, like a board's going to fall off the board and smack her.
okay. And what is that? Does that just happen? Like you
Yeah.
don't know that you're causing that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um
And it's
uh,
weird.
but what do you say anything as you see this?
No, it's just like, oh, hey,
So
and that
when
happens.
you jinx a
Wow.
target, you have to roll weird.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
that's
We're
what I'm
we're
doing.
we're get we're getting to that, but I
Okay.
He
want
wants
to
to
find
get
out
the
if
Oh, sorry,
atmosphere
sorry.
going.
yeah.
So I see that, and then I go, oh, that's weird, and then see a board fall towards to hit her.
Okay. And so as that's happening, that's where we go to our break, and we'll go to commercial. We'll come back. We'll resolve that. After when we come back from our break, spoilers, we'll be jumping across town
Yes.
to
Yes,
extend
yes, yes.
the suspense here.
Blue balling me out of my combat.
Yeah, exactly. But remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So get up, stretch your legs, walk any kind of creatures or animals you may have around. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and we'll see you back in a few.
Plants. Like
Plants. Water
walk
your
your
plants.
plants. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or kill them, as we're having to do.
And And we're back. A dinosaur story.
Hey folks, welcome back. We are going to leave everything in the barn, and we're going to hop across town
Everything in the barn?
up to the manors, where we are in Lexi's stylish kitchen. The muted sounds of Jerry Springer drifting in from the other room, where Lexi and Ruby are having a conversation with a Mr. Hal Law, who is enjoying a frosty glass of apple juice.
Why are you about talking to my dad?
You're not there.
No, this is the player. This is the player asking.
You'll find out.
So he takes a long, extended sip. So, you want to find out more about what this whole chosen business is, huh?
Specifically, I just asked you what I was facing.
Well, what you're facing right now, I guess you're asking about what killed that boy in the field the other night.
Okay, is he trying to like change the subject basically?
No, we're coming back after a
Okay.
week, and it's because I don't remember the exact thrust of the conversation.
Okay, because she said, "What am I facing?" Because I spent a luck, and you said I have 2 more questions after
Yeah.
And you said, she said, "What am I facing?" And Hal said, "A broken promise."
Right.
Okay.
And now he's clarifying and asking. I assume you're asking because of that boy who died in the field.
Yes.
So this town is supposed to be a place where children such as yourselves, and he smiles and looks at both of you, should be safe. It's one of the reasons that we wanted to raise little Zachy up here. That and the fantastic school districts up here. I mean, but that hasn't really been the case recently, has it? I don't know the details of it. That's something that you'll have to find out. They happened far before I came to this place. But I do know that there was a promise of some kind that was supposed to make it so that children could grow up safe and healthy. And that promise was broken. Whether this specific incident and this death is the cause of is because of that, or whether this is just something that's getting in through cracks in the fences, I'm not sure.
Greg,
Yes.
would it be rational? Jeremy Brain has put this together,
Sure.
but would it be rational for Lexi Brain to have put this together?
One of the reasons I like the fact that you are playing the celebrity, and specifically someone who is in films and has family in the film industry, is that I feel like Lexi is very media savvy and genre
Correct.
savvy and trope savvy. So I feel like you doing that in character is fine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't want, fair enough.
No, I think that works. So do you have something that you're interjecting with this point?
I don't think quite yet. I think they're smart enough to hold their tongue at this particular moment. Because if you start to explain what you know, the person who might have the answers might shut up.
Okay. Hal takes another sip and says, I can tell you this for sure. I think you all may know from your time with Zaki that I myself and some of my associates here in town are on a particular side of, let's say, a disagreement that stretches back, a good ways. There are representatives of the other side of that disagreement in town as well. Neither of us are directly involved with whatever is happening now or whatever was the source of or the reason for that original promise. And I can tell you that whatever is going on right now, it's definitely not coming from our side, and I'd be very surprised if it was coming from the other side.
Okay, so here's my question. Is Ruby the chicken or the egg?
Ruby is part of the coop that keeps the foxes out.
Okay.
My understanding, and again, it doesn't come from us. Don't get me wrong. Members of the old firm, such as mine, we're fans of making bargains, but this isn't one of ours. This is something older and something different. There is, in a place like this, where there is a threat like this, there are often those who find a way to involve themselves and to protect the people around them from the worst parts of what can occur. Again, this isn't one of ours, so I don't have the details. And let's
Okay.
all be honest, I probably wouldn't tell you if I did.
I mean that's fair. I'm just so if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, it seems like Ruby being what Ruby is a response to what's going on in the town specifically and not just a general she wouldn't be chosen somewhere else is
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
It's specifically as like a counterbalance to the deal that's going on.
Right. Right. And
Okay.
and he kind of turns and looks at you and been having some rough dreams.
Into the mic, Holly.
We can't hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, for like over a week.
No. And then that means that you are the currently chosen. A mantle has been passed.
Are you saying that there was another one before?
Oh yes, and there will be ones after.
And what happened to the
Sorry,
other
sweetie. I'm not sure. Sometimes that means they died. Sometimes that means that they've just aged out. Sometimes lucky ones can find a way to retire. Like I said, it's not always in a family line, but sometimes it is. You know, I really haven't had the opportunity to get to know your parents as well as I should. Either of them, you recall when you were little, either of them coming in late, scratches, bloody weapons, that sort of thing?
Do I recall this?
No, not that
Yeah,
is not your
like,
parents.
yeah.
No way.
No. Not you have not met my parents. Not at all.
Well, we'll have to fix that. Well, with you and Zachy courting and all, we'll have to have you all over for a barbecue.
They okay. I'd rather talk to Zach about that, but yeah.
Oh, Zachy loves barbecues. But I will tell you this. Like I said, the specifics here, I don't know. And a lot of them probably wouldn't be mine to share, even if I did. But there is a certain cadence to these things, a rhythm, a familiar tune from time to time. There is a chosen, and there is always a seer, like you've heard.
Do
But
you
those
know
aren't the only two in the melody. They don't always manifest, but when there's a chosen, the chosen brings with them a seer to guide the way, a guardian to watch their back, a heartstring to keep them tethered, a clever one to see what needs to be seen, a fool to make them laugh. And he kind of leans in and says, even a chosen needs comic relief. A betrayer, inevitable and unwanted. And even less wanted, but even more necessary, a sacrifice.
And I couldn't pull up a document fast enough to type this out.
Sure. I will type them up for you.
Thank you.
Sure.
I just lean in and go, I think you need to be a little bit nicer to Lila just in case.
I've been nothing but we'll talk about it later. It's fine.
Like how you couldn't finish that sentence with a straight face.
Babe,
That
you've been me nice. You need to be actual. No. You've been me nice, not actual nice.
the Reed girl.
Yeah. Also,
Interesting.
I've been nicer than you think. I haven't
Maybe.
told you things, Lexi. No, I haven't told you things.
I'm sorry, what?
We'll talk later.
No, you can talk now.
No,
You
no,
could have
we're
just
talking
as-
later.
This is an us conversation. No. We'll talk
Oh,
when we go to
come
meet
on.
the others. It's fine.
All right.
I will
All right.
gossip with you later, Hal.
I appreciate it.
Okay, she'll turn back to Hal. Do you know who my seer is or how I can find them?
I don't know who they are. I don't even know who to ask. Like I
Okay.
said, sometimes it's a family member, but not always. If that's what you've heard, don't let that rule anyone out. Find out who gives you the best advice and who tends to know more about what's going on than anyone else.
She just like turns and looks at Lexi.
Turns out Hal's the seer.
Just saying.
I mean, yeah, every clue keeps pointing to Lexi, but I feel like they'd have more knowledge about this.
Even seers have to learn stuff. I would assume. I don't know.
Now, all of you will have to find your roles and figure it out. Especially the sacrifice. Not everyone is going to make it through. In fact, if you want to protect this place the way you've been chosen to, it's often pretty much guaranteed that someone is not going to make it through, someone important to you.
Creepy pizza sacrifice.
Very important.
Oh no, Ruby in her head is like trying to figure out how to get closer to Charity.
Weaponized prophecy. It's exactly.
I mean, yeah, that's what this is. Hal just sort of nods and smiles and says, "Make it work." Well, I know you all are busy. If you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them, but otherwise I really should be getting back to the old firm.
Yeah, and Lexi and I should probably go meet the others at the farm.
Was that where they went?
Yeah. We knew that, right?
Probably.
Because
That was discussed as the general location. You knew they were, I think, headed to Murray's and then
Yeah, no, after we departed, Lila and BJ said they were going that way to the farm.
Yeah, no, I believe we did.
I was thinking back.
Yeah, my statement stands.
For narrative tidiness, if that didn't happen, let's assume that it did.
Yeah.
No, it did.
Okay.
You and I can talk on the way, Lexi.
Yes, we are going to talk on the way.
Have a sleepover with Lila.
Sure.
Sounds like a fun time. Well, thank you for the apple juice. He finishes off the glass, rinses it out, puts it upside down in the drying rack by the sink.
Yep.
Unless there's anything else, I'll see myself out.
Nope. I think we are good.
All right, then. You all be careful out there. And tell Zaki to be home by sundown. After all, there is a curfew. And he winks and heads for the door.
Wait until he's gone.
He's gone. He's not creepy
All
Pete in
right,
his way.
so it's fair. So you figured out how this whole thing is happening, right?
Okay, what have you
Think about our town history, Ruby. Think about the fact that the fucking Harvest Queen shit.
Yeah.
People used to just what happened?
Yes, they used
they
used to fry them. I get
what
it.
stopped happening, and then a promise was broke. Like, you get this, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
get that.
Okay. So I don't know who's doing it.
No, that's the question. For narrative purposes, can this conversation be like as
We can
yeah,
for sure.
Get in the
I
car.
assume we're driving. Yeah.
Welcome to Sunnyside.
God damn it. We're gonna have. We need Sunny.
Yeah.
Sacrifice?
I mean, not before
Yes.
not before we learn all the weird secret knowledge. Like, Sunny's gonna be the person who knows all the weird secret, like history of the town and shit like that, because we need to know what's making this happen, because that's what we need to fight. You need to fight. You and Zach and BJ, while I sit back with pom-poms, your pom-poms, and
Safely from the sidelines.
this body was not made for combat. It was made for many things. Things that I will not describe on the way there. Because you are so innocent. But
I'm not that innocent. I know what you get up to.
Okay, Brittany.
I've known you since we were 1. I know what you get up to.
Sure. But
I've walked in on it a few times, Lexi.
Yeah, that was the vanilla stuff. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, like, I'm not going to be going toe to toe with ancient supernatural evil.
No, you're not, because you are not going to be the sacrifice.
You goddamn right, I'm not.
I'm terrified about who is, but you are not.
We'll figure it out. Anyways. So, we should know between the two of us before we get there, just in case. Are we telling Zach that we invited his dad over for
for
Talk in the
much of-
house.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't want to lie to him.
Okay, fair enough.
We haven't hit that point.
We have
Fair
been
enough.
lying to each other.
Great.
I mean, depending on the relationship, that can be the start of the relationship, and it's perfectly fine.
Not for Ruby, and I would assume for Holly, this is where memories of high school hit up against being married for a while.
But yeah, Coco. Certainly, nothing bad is going on with them, right?
By
In
the
this
way,
particular moment, what?
Like, not sure if you picked up on this, but yeah, Lila is like a nightmare creature.
I don't remember whether I picked up on it or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
I think this is news.
Literally only Ruby has known that until
Yeah, and Sunny,
until
who was in,
5
who
minutes
did
ago
not
when
see
I
and is
touched
in
a wing.
denial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I
Sunny,
mean,
Sunny
Got
had the chance to
wings.
learn, but adamantly refused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got wings. She showed them to me.
Oh, you mean like actual nightmare monster,
Yes.
and not like
No.
Not
I mean,
like
she's an actual monster. Yes.
Is there? Could we just have just a smash cut to like 2 months ago, and the two of you are on the phone, and Ruby's like, "I'm telling you, Charity, she's a nightmare monster."
huh? I don't know what to say about that.
And that sounds to me like a good smash cut.
Yep.
But I don't want to.
Yep.
What song is playing on the radio as we cut over in your car?
Oh God. I think it's the only one that's coming to mind, even though it's the most cliche one possible. No, Red Right Hand.
Amazing. All right, I love it. That's my unofficial theme song for this, which would be our official one if we could play it without getting a copyright strike.
Right.
That's
fantastic. I love
fitting
it.
for what I was going to do next when it's back to my
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
Great. Yeah. So, and we are hopping back now to the barn. Let's resolve that falling plank. So let's Carl, if you could give me your roll for
Trying to get it to roll.
Roll plus weird.
I'm clicking both of the dice and it's not doing anything.
It'll
There'll
pull
be
up a
there'll be
pop-up that's asking you for forwards and stuff.
Yeah, there'll be a
Oh,
pop-up
and the
at the end.
pop-ups and hiding.
Yeah.
Got it. I forgot about that.
Well, damn.
Yikes.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh,
So,
boy.
so that would be 2 harm as this plank falls on you, Lila, because you are a player
So-
character. I am going to let you
Okay.
roll
Wait.
Well,
Go
the Jinx holds 2, and he can choose what 2 effects happen off of that.
Okay.
And one was interfere with monster, minion, or bystander.
Oh, I
trying to
thought you
do,
were.
so
My bad. I
No.
thought you were hexing, not jinxing. Sorry.
no Jinx. No. And
So-
then getting 2 of them, the other one's going to be helping a hunter. I recognize BJ. I do not recognize the other one, Zach. So
Fair.
I'm going to be helping, giving BJ a +1 forward,
Excellent.
Nice.
interfering with their
Okay.
enemy, and
Great.
just interfering. And the one that was going against, I'm bad with names.
Lila.
Thank you, Lila. Is just interfering with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do.
Okay. So that means it will be tougher. You will get a essentially a -1 until you resolve the issue of the board. But BJ, you do have a +1 forward. And BJ, what are you at this point? Because you are the one who are helped. How does this board falling help you with whatever you are about to do?
I think the falling board basically like smacks Lila and knocks her into the pile of thornbrush, which causes it to react and recoil a bit, which exposes the core that moves around for long enough for BJ to try and grab it, wrestle it to the ground, and stick a shotgun in its face.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds like kick some ass. So this will be a total, I believe, of it would normally be a total of +5. You are restrained, so we'll still call it a +4. I think the bonus and the negative from being restrained kind of wash each other out. Does that
All right.
seem fair?
So that'll be tough, but
So you're not at a negative on it.
Tools matter.
Yeah.
There.
Wow.
Get
All right.
shot.
So we're rolling now. Have you have not purchased any advanced improvements on Kixamas?
No,
right?
I
Okay.
haven't.
All
I
right.
haven't gotten to the point where I can get to advanced improvements.
All right.
I don't think
Fantastic.
any of
So
us have. Yeah.
fair. So that means on a 10 plus on a Kixamas, you get to choose an extra effect. Meaning that you can get +1 forward or give +1 to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, so you do an extra harm in addition to what you normally do. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I would like to inflict terrible harm.
All right, fantastic. So what does that bring our total to?
The sawn-off shotgun is base 3 harm.
Okay.
It is hand close, messy, loud, and reload. So with the terrible harm, it'll be 4 harm.
Fantastic. All right, so you turn and essentially just stick the end of the shotgun into this green and orange gourd in the middle and pull it, and there is just a spray of seed and pumpkin pulp and sort of this dark green sap. It's that same smell that was smeared on the box. The rest of the vines are still clinging weakly to the two of you, but it is in a very bad. It is in very bad shape.
I can fix that.
Yes.
Just finish him off.
Yeah. So the glowing marks that appeared when Zach's wings manifested appear again as he is trying to get Lila to move away from the thorns. As his right arm that's currently bound up in these thorns begins to heat up, pulls out his lighter, flicks it, and begins speaking in Enochian. And I'm going to use some combat magic.
Great. All right,
I'm going to use blast. I have a -1 because one of my tools is gestures. I do have a -1 ongoing because I'm restrained. But I'm going to be doing a fire blast.
Great. Focused or just sort of radiating out around you?
Fire.
I mean, blast seems like it
blast is not
pretty much
an area.
hits everybody around you.
Blast is not an area. Ball is an area. Blast is blast is kind of like a it's a Tony Stark iron it's a Tony Stark blast, like Eldritch Blast kind of thing.
Got it. Okay. All right.
It's just
blast a single target, ball is AoE.
Yeah.
That's a silly comparison. Tony Stark is clearly an artificer.
I mean, yeah, fair.
No, his patron is money.
Actually, he is
Close,
a
obvious,
charisma-based caster.
Close, obvious, and loud.
Yes, close. 2 harm, magic, close, obvious, loud, and the fire adds an additional 2 harm and fire to the template.
And with the fun rider of if you get a 10 plus on a combat magic roll, the fire won't spread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. Got to roll kick some ass, but sub it with weird.
Correct.
Kick some ass. Kick some weird ass.
Kick some strange.
-1.
When you're a stranger.
Want to use a luck
Ooh.
on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a luck on that.
All right. Remind me of your luck.
Mark
Oh
luck.
no!
The council gets the attention.
You're getting called back in front of the council.
Mark luck
Oh, no.
mark luck to change your roll to a 12 or to avoid all harm from an injury. When you mark luck, you trigger your playbook's luck special, which is when I spend luck, the official council of wizards is going to poke their nose into your bubusiness.
So and reminder, this largely means that you are going to be on fire probation.
I love that every
So-
time I cast a spell recently, the council of wizards goes, "Stop casting those spells."
Right.
I
Didn't
just like
they tell him to stick to fire last time?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Elder McCain's gonna feel real dumb about that one, and I'm sure he's the type of reasoned, rational person who's not gonna take that anger out on anybody else.
That's good.
So with
They
that
poke
in
their nose
mind,
into my business. They don't necessarily have to like bamf me away immediately.
no, they're not going to grab you out of this. But
Yeah.
this is not a game where generally speaking, if you are told to expect consequences, the consequences get hidden from you. I am telling you that if you use that in this situation, that's what it will be. You will have a fire timeout.
Yep.
So okay. As long as we're good with that, then yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So mark the luck. Don't take the experience.
Yep.
So in that case, describe how that obliterates this this tangle of vines and doesn't take out the farm or your friends with it.
Yeah. So the arm that's wrapped up begins to sort of engulf in flame, and after BJ shoots the pumpkin core, he uses the vines wrapped, sort of digging into his arm, and yanks to make what remains of it come towards him, grabs it, and just detonates in his palm. It and the vines.
Great. So, they are writhing and shivering around. I will point out there is no sound other than the movement of the vines and the crackle of the fire.
Well,
and anything
and now,
any of you are saying.
And now the detonation of the fire. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is specifically tagged as loud.
Yeah.
But this thing doesn't make sounds other than what you would expect for rustling vegetation.
Rustling vines, a shotgun blast goes off.
There was, especially in like 90s TV, there is a possibility that this thing would have started to go when you burned it. That doesn't happen. I just want to be very clear.
Fair. Yeah. No gremlin sounds or smells.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it is burnt. Any initial responses from Lila or Sunny outside? Seeing a blast. I mean, Lila, you're right there.
Yeah,
so
Lila,
you see this go
Lila,
off.
you got to see the tattoos glowing and the fire up close and personal.
I think she reflexively puts her hands over her ears. That's the main thing. It was loud. I'm not used to being near shotgun sounds.
I love it. I love it.
Sunny heard the crunch of gravel and ducked behind the truck,
Yeah.
and then heard the blast inside. It's like, I think it's time to leave to Pete.
I love that BJ's shotgun and my right hand make the same volume of sound.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Pete kind of looks over at you, peers over towards where Carl has rolled up, and then goes, I'm not arguing, but that's certainly going to draw some attention. How are we going to get out of here quickly? And at that point, you can hear tires approaching, crunching in the gravel down behind Carl. Carl, you hear that as well coming up behind you. There is a car approaching where you all are.
Same way we got here, down the river.
Disentangle yourself from burning vines. Shit, that's probably the sheriff.
Probably.
Nobody worry. The cavalry's here.
BJ cracks the shotgun. The spent shell is ejected into the air. She catches it.
The cavalry's here, and it's fucking fabulous.
Looks over at Lila. Perfectly normal, huh? As she stows the spent shotgun shell and loads a new one into the breech and snaps it shut.
Hey, she's just as normal as I am.
Yeah, when we were doing the stand on which side of the table for if you're weird or not, she stood on the normal side. We didn't.
Oh yeah, you did do that, didn't you? Why?
I'm gonna turn into a lizard.
Well, literally, actually.
Yeah. I took a new move. I've been failing a lot, so I got a new move. And she just sort of shrinks rapidly down into a lizard.
Shit.
Is this your social coping mechanism now?
Yes.
Incredible. What does the lizard look like?
Holy shit.
Lizard.
Can I-
Lizard.
Like
Question.
in a knoll, they're sort of, they don't have like the big like googly eyes like a chameleon or anything like that.
They have the throat sacks, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Question. Do you shrink down to where your feet are, or do you just spontaneously in midair?
And then fall.
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I think
Holy shit.
Because my reactions
midair
are different.
is really fun. It's more
So
fun.
If it's midair, I'm trying to catch you instinctively. Shit.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm trying to run away.
All right.
I can't do this. I can't.
I think you sort of instinctively reach out,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think if you are
I
using
might miss, but like
yeah. No, I think if you're using your move to turn into a lizard, I think you just sort of shrink and kind of so Sunny, you're outside. You don't see this happen.
no.
Carl, you do. I think from your distance, you just see again, the sort of this monstrous girl with these bony claw hands. Get her away.
About this
See the
big.
size of it, or is her body blocked by all the other people around?
No, I think she was on the outside, so I think
Yeah,
you
she
can
was
see
on
this
the outside of
pretty
the-
easily.
Okay.
Because she had been rushing in to the barn. Poor
And
people.
and Holly and Jeremy, as Ruby and Lexi roll up, I think I'm gonna leave up to you how well you see this.
BJ, you missed the monster and then it turned into a lizard. Where'd it go?
That's
I
not the
think that's-
monster.
I would like to
What?
make I don't know,
Read
whatever it is.
usually a
notice roll.
sharp roll, like read a bad situation, but usually
Cool.
it'd be sharps.
No, the monster is the thing that just got blasted and burnt to bits as she's just checking the shotgun. That was Lila.
Hey, well, you got experience.
That's true.
You finally rolled a 6.
Also, funny point. I completely. This is how bad I am at remembering to actually roll things in this system. I didn't realize that I wasn't in the roll 20 until about 10 minutes ago, and then I jumped in.
I noticed that.
Glad
Can
you
I
jumped in.
also make a sharp roll?
Yeah, of course.
I apologize then for.
Neither of you see anything.
We are not paying
Excellent.
attention to anything.
No.
Sure.
Lila, you still here? I say, looking around for wherever it went.
I'm sure she just had a stress response and is trying to find a place to curl up and hide for a minute.
I didn't mean the board to hit her then. I meant it to hit whoever was harming you.
You did that?
It happens with me.
BJ, who is this?
This is
Hi.
Carl. We met him very briefly.
Are you
No,
patting
from
out the flames
California.
on your arm while you're
Yeah, no,
asking?
yeah, she.
I'm
was like-
I'm dusting flame off my arm and also pulling thorns out of it. just while,
Yeah.
while doing this whole conversation.
Yeah, BJ after finishing checking the shotgun is like ripping, like she's wearing her full on like combat gloves, so she's like ripping like handfuls of thorns out of her jacket. Those of you that can see, you can see where the thorns like ripped into the jacket. You can see metal plates sort of underneath the outer layer of the jacket.
Yeah. The thorns, by the way, you are familiar with them because you picked a lot of them out of Daisy when you first met her. The dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same. This is the same injury. You also have some of the vines that are fresh and charred off, and as you're looking at them, and they look like really sort of beefy, dark pumpkin vines. They have the sort of ridging around the outside, but threaded through them inconsistently, there are these dark veins, like something
This is
dark has
this
been
is
pulled up through it.
95.
Yeah.
So yeah, as BJ reaches down to pick some of those up to try and study for later, she just quietly just goes, "And I, Jack the Pumpkin King," and she picks up because Night Before Christmas was 93.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Definitely
shit, I
a
love
valid
that movie.
reference.
I'm sorry. Are we supposed to be accurate with our references? Because I am 99% sure that Britney Spears was not a thing in 95.
You are
No, we're just going to assume that for whatever reason, there's also a girl in your class named Brittany who liked to tell everybody she's not that innocent.
Fair
enough.
She's so toxic.
As the two
like,
of
nobody
you,
pays attention to her.
as the two of you that are just riding roll up, you do see Zach pulling a big thorn out of his arm, and then lighting his lighter and holding it to his arm as I'm trying to use magic to heal myself.
All right.
He's very
Carl's
lucky
chi-
too, by the way.
Carl's
What
trying
the
to chase the
fuck?
lizard down, going, I'm sorry, wherever you went.
Amazing.
sorry.
Okay. So yeah, Lila, where are you skittering off to?
I was skittering toward a wall and I wanted to get up into the rafters because I can perch on a rafter beam and that feels safe. I do
Okay.
still want to I don't think I'm running away from friends, but I want to be up high.
I cannot find her.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't have advanced use magic. I don't think.
Do you have something specifically that allows you to use
So
magic
the
to,
use
to
magic
cure harm?
the use magic move lets you heal one harm from an injury or
one
cure
of the
a disease
effects
or
of one of the
neutralize a
effects of
poison.
use magic is heal one harm.
Yeah.
So it's going to take you some time.
Yeah.
It's not an instantaneous. So you're gonna sit there and for a couple minutes and try to cauterize it magically.
Yes, basically that's what he's doing.
All right, I dig that. I dig that.
On a 10 plus, the magic works without issue. Choose your effects. So yeah, I'm healing one harm from an injury.
On a 7 to 9, it works imperfectly. You get your effect, but also a glitch, etc.
And if I had advanced use magic on a 12 plus, you would offer me some added benefit, but I don't have that.
Yeah. Yep.
Zach, what the fuck did you just pull out of your arm?
The same thing that I think was what was stalking Ruby, or at least one
Can
of
I
them.
see it?
A gesture towards the pile of thorns on the ground.
Go over like a
Yeah. BJ's.
I'm gonna
cutting
take
samples.
several larger thorns. I'm going to put them in my car because that is 100% material to use later.
Where are you putting him in the car?
Back seat.
No,
trunk.
Did you say?
Trunk.
Are you saying that out loud, or is that you, the player, indicating?
That is me, the player.
Okay.
I mean, I'm obviously very openly doing it.
Yeah.
BJ's cutting off several samples.
Careful how you store that. It might grow back.
Sorry, what?
So, he'll gesture towards the pile of burnt leafage. There are pumpkin monsters. The thing that stole, I point at the truck. The thing that stole the truck, which is thus the thing that killed Hutch, and the thing that was watching Ruby, are apparently pumpkin monsters. That's part of it.
I'm
sorry. You just said the word pumpkin monsters.
Yeah,
Yep.
It was a pumpkin
actually
and a monster.
Come to think of it, do you think those mounds are burial graves or growing new ones? The pumpkins were kind of rotted.
I know nothing about this situation, but
rotted.
probably new ones.
The pumpkins were rotted. I don't know if it was new ones.
Is this like the?
It's related to the
pumpkin
beheadings
from the comic.
Sorry, BJ. How much
There's
does he know?
I don't know actually.
Oh, hey, Carl's here.
He's going to need to know everything. Everybody is going to need to know everything.
1 second.
All of us are going to need to know
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
BJ's gonna walk out of the barn and around the side to see where to see if Sonny has already left or if he's still talking to try and figure out where he's going.
Like
I'm
when
still
Craig asked,
here.
my immediate response was back down the river. So
Do you just see? Does BJ just see Sonny and Creepy Pete like running, just reaching the
Just
like the
hightailing to the river.
windbreak? Yeah. Is that what y'all are doing? Are you just taking
Yeah.
off? Okay.
Yep. Like, but like as soon as the car tires were audible on the gravel, like, oh no, it's time to leave because
Yeah. Creepy Pete is like, and this wouldn't have been a reference at the time, which makes it even weirder, but is like Naruto running.
Arms back.
Yes.
It's like BJ just like seeing the two of them just sort of calls out,
Oh
Sonny, I got a mystery for you.
shit! No, I'm sorry. It's worse. Creepy Pete's running on all fours.
Of course
Oh
he is.
no!
Yeah. I was
No!
like,
We need to kill that motherfucker right
I
now.
think he might
He's
be
real
too far
fast
away.
too.
Right fucking now.
Let's just make him the sacrifice.
Sonny
Well,
hears his name be called, and he just trips and starts tumbling.
sacrifice in this town, is that sort of like the story of the lottery?
Yes and no, BJ said as she starts walking over to try and catch up to Sonny.
Kind
who
of.
just ate shit.
Why are you here, Carl?
I had
not
this
great to see you.
feeling that something was wrong this direction and rode my bicycle this way.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Sorry
Cool.
again. Who
It's
the
not
fuck are
good
you?
for your. It's not good for your lifestyle. That's Carl.
Yeah,
Keep
you
up.
You keep saying that as if that means something.
We met
Carl.
him when I was at cheer practice. He's new.
He's a
plays
transfer.
soccer. He kicked a soccer ball at me.
From
No.
California.
Somebody
Consider-
else picked the soccer ball and I didn't
You-
Oh,
stop.
I'm sorry. You missed the soccer ball.
You,
Yeah.
you just hear from the distance a call out. Considering he got a premonition and showed up, he's probably got skills, she says as she's still walking after Sonny.
Lila has shown back up. She is
Turns
de-lizarded.
turns to Lila.
She's up in the rafters. Like just
I'm-
full.
How did you do that?
I apologize.
Like the demon on top of Bald Mountain
Oh yeah.
Is that
in the rafters.
is that Fred or is that her?
Well, it's Lila.
No,
Lila,
it's me.
What are you doing?
Hi.
Are your
I'm-
eyes luminescing?
Lila, what are you
I
fucking doing
apologize.
up there?
Don't,
Give her the
I
mic, Holly.
just needed a minute. I just needed a minute. I'm good. I'm great. I'm fine. Everything's fine. This is normal.
Do you want
Game question, Craig. I have this site. You see invisible spirits and magical influence. Would I have seen a magical influence around her before?
Not unless she was doing a thing.
does that mean?
Okay.
Um,
Well, I was
so-
leading up to like if her human girl appearance is a magical influence or not. That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, it's more of a sort of a shape shift. So
Cool.
when she changes, you would see it. I
Does-
think
does-
that makes
I-
sense to me.
I
Does
would
that make
see
sense to
the
you
instance
guys?
of change,
Sure.
not the. So when I see a lizard, I do not see her.
But I
I see
bet-
the lizard. But if I see the change, I could see the magical.
But I
Right.
bet I probably
But-
look fucking weird to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think again, I think there's like what would he see? A little bit of a halo and
He'd
a faint outline of wings.
He'd probably see the wings. He'd probably see a halo or horns or both.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm personally a fan of like it's a weird colored inverse halo.
yeah, no, like a negative color halo.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So because spirits of magical influences, yeah, you could probably see that I've got like negative color angel wings and a halo and like tattooing that when I was casting a spell, the tattooing was like normal color, but now you're seeing the inverted color of it because it's invisible to everybody
Got
else.
it.
I was just picturing the Hellboy looking at Hellboy through the through the true seeing monocle, where it just shows it with like the horns and the flaming halo.
Yeah. Not quite that, but like kid version of that.
Right. Yeah.
I apologize. I did not mean to startle you or hurt you. You're welcome to come back down. I won't do anything.
I think I'm good up here.
Yeah,
Can you hear
no,
from up there?
Oh yeah.
yeah, no.
Okay, that's all we need.
Again, though, back
Is it safe up
previous
there?
question: why did you stand on the normal side of the table?
Back to lizard.
Anytime that question's asked, lizard.
Define
Because
normal.
this is my normal.
Fair.
All right, I have no idea what's going on there, but I think we need to focus on getting everybody on the same page at this point. Because I think
Okay.
everybody knows a few things, and a few of us have figured out probably most things. But
Okay. So the thing that was standing outside and staring at Ruby,
yep,
the thing that killed Hutch,
yep,
the thing that presumably, I point over to the house, killed them.
yep.
I point at the pile of leaves, the pile of thorns, animate pumpkin thorn vines.
Cool.
The thing that's
Something about this area or this town or the dark powers that existed before this town or when the town was founded, who the fuck knows, are doing this because we don't sacrifice kids anymore.
Yeah.
What? Wait. Why
Are
would
they
keep
doing
up,
it
sweetie.
because are they doing it because we don't sacrifice kids anymore, or just because there are no more sacrifices anymore? Is it that specific?
I think that was like the yearly sacrifice was the Wicker Man at Harvard.
There aren't any adult sacrifices, so
Yeah.
That was
I'm
an
just-
okay movie.
Yeah, I'm just theoretically, it doesn't have to. It might not have to be kids, but I guess that would require knowing what the original bargain was.
With what?
also it was a perfect movie.
I guess.
Yeah.
Does Sunny come back with BJ once BJ catches up to Sunny after eating shit, or does Sunny just keep trying to run?
Sunny's like, BJ gets up to the Sunny, and Sunny's like, we have to get out of here. Someone's coming down the road, and
Yeah, that was Lexi and Ruby.
okay. That was still a lot of loud noise. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah, we should, but we need to like consolidate and get shit in order. Also, can you tell me anything about these? She says as she holds out a handful of the vines.
Looks them over and thinks of any local folklore that would deal with plants and thorns.
All right. You can go ahead and roll me a retroactive, I guess, investigate a mystery.
Not my hunch.
No, I was actually typing that up. So hunch is specifically about bad things that are happening where you aren't.
Ah,
You can't do to find out if
Aren't,
something bad is
gotcha.
happening where you are. It's kind of like so you can arrive just in the nick of time somewhere. But that does mean that's always good for you to ask me, like, because I'll need to try to remember to say to you, hey, give me a hunch roll if something bad is happening to somewhere else in town.
Okay. So which one, since the character sheet I see does not have...
So I was actually talking to Sunny on
Sure.
on that,
Oh, okay.
that one. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So so you're looking at the seeds and the vines.
Yeah.
Okay. So they look like pumpkin vines, except they have thorns. They're a little darker and a little larger than usual. And there's that whatever that black stuff is running through them, it actually reminds you of that science experiment that you did. You know, when you take the celery and you put it in colored water and you can see it go up the capillary action. That's what it reminds you of. So it looks like something has been, you know, maybe when they were still rooted, something was being fed to them or
pumpkins
water.
fed
They
them.
were watered with something. But that would go hand in hand with that odd chemical smell that is on the back end of the other vegetal scents that you're getting off of these. So these are pumpkins. They're just odd pumpkins, and it seems like that's because they were of something chemical in nature, which kind of slots in well with Sonny's bag. This is just weird science.
Like this is like someone's manufacturing something and feeding plants some weird shit.
Weird shit that makes them come alive and start attacking people. Sure, she says as she turns and starts walking back.
Heck. Pumpkins
She
are already
she
alive.
she very clearly has several marks all across her jacket of thorns that have ripped like the outer layer of her jacket and revealed the armor plates underneath.
I mean, Sonny, you've seen people walk into a thorn bush before. It's rough.
That's cool armor.
Sonny will
Sorry.
start following BJ back, and does Pete just keep running, or did he stop too?
Pete's gone at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
Like you fell, and BJ, when you look down, like you both lost track of him. He's
And
just
he's
like
gone, yeah.
yeah.
He's too fast for us to sacrifice. That's the problem.
Well, to be fair, you said he's gone. I said you lost track of him. Just
Mm.
just for bookkeeping purposes.
Fair.
He's
Fair.
only so fast as
like
long
it.
as he has his kneecaps.
Anyways, man,
BJ, with that information, BJ will return back, and according to Sunny, they've probably been fed some kind of weird chemical, which does track with the smell. We might be able to try and figure out where they're coming from by that.
you're not just eating the dead guy, the dead people.
That wouldn't really get a chemical scent. That'd get a decomposition.
Yeah, it would.
scent.
I mean,
It depends on certain things.
Especially with
Sonny-
this. Sorry, go ahead.
Sonny specifically like gets some of it on his fingers and smells it more closely, and like this is like petrochemical kind of, not like human chemical.
Assuming that is an accurate scent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's acrid, and it also has that like industrial fertilizer smell to it.
But like it distinctly does not smell like anything that comes from a person.
No, it does not
Alright.
smell. It does not smell humanoid at all.
all right. So then there's
So
there's someone with a mutant green thumb behind this. Then
and there was a question asked earlier about the nature of the buried pumpkins. With this information, you could, if you wished, examine those again, or let Sonny take a look at them.
actually, yeah, Sonny, here, come take a look at these with me, and I'll take him over to the buried pumpkins that I found.
I start examining it, and it's like
I will
cool rotting
also
pumpkins.
Examine.
It's like there's the wax I was noticed earlier before. Notably, are there seeds?
No, scooped out. Yeah, these were jack-o'-lanterns. They're pretty well rotted jack-o'-lanterns. They've been, buried underground for a little while. There's also none of that sort of dark striation or any of the chemical scent here. These are just rotting pumpkins. There's no seeds. There's no sign of new growth.
No, there's. If they are related, it's not directly.
Can you-
It's
Can you think
like
of any like?
there's no seeds. They're not growing them here.
Can you think of any like folklore reason why you'd bury a jack o' lantern?
Like 30, depending
like-
on your culture.
I'm asking. He's asking Sonny, but like,
Yeah, like insert several from different regions, and any from this particular area.
can I, Craig? Anything that he's saying Does any of that ring any magical sense to me? Like some sort of ritual or aspect to burying the pumpkins?
Go ahead and investigate a mystery, but use weird.
Yeah.
I would like to also. I would also like to use. I would like to use fake lore.
Oh, well then let's pick a person and do a roll.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, but that actually might be better. Fake lore might be better. That seems a little bit more tuned.
I don't know what
Or
fake lore
actually
does.
both of you can make a roll. You'll just find out very different things.
Okay. I mean, if I miss, then yeah, I'm gonna.
I got an
It
11.
is a sharp, so
Okay.
it is a sharp roll. Okay.
So you can that means, Sen, that you can ask 2 questions only specifically coming from within the realm
Oh.
of magical stuff.
Gotcha.
Nice, both of you.
Great. Okay, yeah. So this information you all are sort of posted up and sharing around.
So I guess my first question is a variation of what was it going to do? Like, what is the purpose of burying these?
Okay. So you have no specific knowledge of you're thinking through all the reasons that you could bury something for magical reasons, like, are you trying to resurrect it? Are you trying to appease a chthonic god? Anything like that.
Are you trying
Classics.
to imbue the
Um,
area with something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of those seem like they would be much more likely if they had been, parts of the people that died or were killed, or if these were parts of the altered plants. These just seem like these were jack-o'-lanterns that were out. It's early in the season, but that's not weird around Nightgrove because people will carve carve pumpkins leading up to harvest. There's a big pumpkin carving festival that's part of harvest every year. So this part, the specific aspect of it of burying the pumpkins doesn't seem to be part of a magical ritual.
Okay.
You feel like you can pretty confidently rule that part out.
Then my second question, what is being concealed here? Is there anything? Are the pumpkins just a red herring? Is there anything immediately next to or connected to the pumpkins or underneath or around them that they might have been planted to throw me off from?
No, I think the sort of looking around and looking at the ritual things, one of the things that you traditionally tie into rituals is candles. There was a box of candles, that there
Yeah.
were candles. You remember that there was wax dripping out of the mouth of Hutch when you found him.
Yeah, they
and that
definitely
there
put
was
a candle
there
in
was
his head.
yes.
So maybe
So
this is non-magical ritual.
right. There is essentially a substitution of non-magical, but a substitution of a hollowed pumpkin with a candle in it for a hollowed human head with a candle in it.
Like burying the jack-o'-lantern and then displaying the human heads.
Yeah.
Zach says out loud.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, for your fake lore.
Yes. So I also get to pick 2.
Yes.
I have a proposition, and it would be, this just occurred to me in the recesses of my brain. At some point, a couple years ago, I decided as the brilliant young teen that I was going to make my own horror film about this whole place, and I started researching the history of the town. So maybe that something towards maybe what the deal itself that has completely slipped my memory until now because Lexi is Lexi.
Sure. I think it sort of, in terms of the history of the town, you are thinking, again, that pumpkin carving tends to be a big
Right.
deal here.
Like, yeah.
You have done a pretty in-depth search through, you don't remember, or at least didn't find any reports of people being jack-o'-lantern previously.
Right. Was there I guess what I'm looking for was like, was there some sort of like pre-town religion that was worshipped in this place, some dark god or something like that?
So I think one of the things that we did a little research on, and you can get this for free because I think Sunny turned this up. But
Okay.
the Disciples of the Grove, instead of what is often said, they were a religious group that came and settled here for the free practice of religion. It seems instead that the Disciples of the Grove did not predate the settlement of Nightgrove. They actually were established when the first settlers came, first colonial settlers came and established here.
Okay.
The reports on um, actually, I'll tell you what, because there is that. This is the '90s. This is
Right.
still in the let's do a haunted burial ground, horrifying area of cinema. I think what you found is that actually this area around it, fairly uniquely, there really isn't any evidence of prior humans living in this specific area.
Okay.
No arrowheads get turned up when fields are turned, nothing like that. Uh, People had a there was not a religion here because it looks like there weren't people here until European
Okay.
settlers came and started living in this specific area.
Okay. Related to that, are there, again, I'm going towards like, where my mind is currently
Yeah, absolutely.
locked on target with.
Yeah.
Um, are there any sort of like historical founding figures
Oh,
that
I'm
could fit some sort of a dark entity who is angry that the deal has been broken?
so we're at this point sort of veering off from the specifics of the pumpkins and everything else here and trying to look at more of the general
Yeah.
origins, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nightgrove origins.
Everybody's looking at the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Lexi is trying to figure out what's the core thing, and
Yeah.
then we can fit the two together.
So, okay, so that some of the older families of Nightgrove are ones that there are still, like, there's a kid named Sam Knight in your class at school. That the Knight family was here. They were one of the original founding
Okay.
families, the Gurneys and so on. You do know that there are references in that same sort of uh religious way wherein Christian worship and records and so forth would make reference to the fact that thanks was given unto Christ or unto God or something like that. There is often in some of the earlier records that you look through when you were researching that film, that there would be thanks made to the Green Man.
Green Man. All right. Cool.
So I have a pretty solid hunch and a terrible thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any like actual pumpkin patches growing anywhere in Nightgrove? Like, where do we outsource our pumpkins, or do we grow them somewhere specific around here?
Yeah, I mean some of the farms around here will grow pumpkins for sure. You can think of a couple that have patches that you can go to.
Would you say
Um,
that they are more frequent the closer you get to the grove?
no, actually I wouldn't. They tend to be down in the agriculture area. In fact, but you are also thinking back on areas where pumpkins are, and you think, where have I recently seen a lot of, something that looked like a pumpkin patch, and it was animate, and there was a lot of it, but there was a big one behind Hutch's trailer.
Yeah. So I don't know if whatever this is originally came from the Grove. It kind of seems like it from everything we're learning. But it seems like whatever is happening around Hutch's yard is where it's getting more severe. So some of those pumpkin patches in the agricultural areas down southeast near where the junkyard is might be a good next place to look. See if we can find any of the pumpkin patches, if any of them are growing weird spiky pumpkins.
I mean, we can always go look at whatever's growing underneath the junkyard.
Yeah, right to the source.
Says the voice from up above.
Are
Exact points.
To be fair, several of us aren't in the barn anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ruby,
I've never entered. I was standing at the front looking up.
Yeah. So you all just hear the voice from up in the rafters inside.
Ruby will look at Lexi. Should we fill them in on what we found out?
yeah, that's yes, very much so.
Ruby has a notebook in her hand. She's been writing as you've been driving.
Very much so.
What'd you find out? And where were you guys?
Oh,
We were talking
meeting,
with your dad.
with your father. Yeah.
Why?
He says to get home because he's the devil. He knows
Okay.
shit. By the way, he says you need to be home before dark.
Could you not
Zachy.
yell that out loud and never say that again?
Because a lot of people use that as a euphemism for the person being a bad person. It could be said often. Or is that not normal in this town?
Do you mean the devil thing? Because that's
Yes.
literal. No, that's literal.
That's literal.
He's a-
Sorry, I'm
He's a-
getting everybody on the same
Okay.
page
I
because
apologize.
there's a
Maybe
whole.
Zach doesn't want everyone to know this.
Sorry, that's my bad.
It's not
Can
like,
we walk and talk? I need to go get my bike.
yeah,
That-
but yes,
Should also
my
get back.
father.
Every time we walk and talk, somebody walks off, and then we don't get the information. Can we sit here for 5 minutes and talk?
I'm
this
not
over?
waiting for Creepy Pete to steal my fucking bike.
Is
Well-
Creepy Pete here?
Ask
Who's
Sonny.
Creepy Pete? Do I know Creepy Pete yet?
You don't want to know Creepy Pete.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Thank
How
He's
Carl
the
doesn't
dude
know.
that was running away on all fours.
I didn't catch that. I was focused on the gun and fire and lizard.
fair?
Sonny's kind of looking around, saying Creepy Pete's watching us.
I'm gonna take this opportunity behind your back to scuttle down and then change back.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and read a creepy situation. Give me a sharps roll.
Read a
Read
Pete
bad
situation?
Read a Pete situation, yeah.
Let's,
To be clear, BJ has her keys on her. She doesn't leave them in the bike, but still.
So yeah, you look around. No, I mean, no sign of Pete. You feel like he's probably gone. Just kept running.
although, given how fast he was on all fours, you might not need your bike, BJ.
Yeah, I'm still not risking it.
So
We
you
can
were,
walk and talk as long as
On-
everyone promises to stick together.
yeah.
Let's go.
Get a
Carl's
buddy.
going to go pick up his bike, wipe it down
Same.
because he dropped it.
We also ride and talk, I say, pointing to Lexi's car.
Don't
How
think
many
all
fit
of
in
us
it?
No, once we get to the bike, let's stand there for 5 minutes and get all this information out.
will.
Yep.
Lexi.
So, what's this about a journal, Ruby?
Okay, I'm assuming we're walking to the bike.
Yes.
Yeah, and let
Yep.
me pause for a second and ask. We are past our stop time. Do we want to push through and do the conversation now, which is fine with me, or do we want to stop here and use this as a useful sort of recap summary time
Holly won't
next
be
time we
here
get together?
in 2 weeks.
I won't be here in 2 weeks. I would like to be able to do this.
Okay, that works for me. Does that work for everybody
We
else?
also started 30 minutes late, and we haven't.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Okay. I will have a hard out at 11:30 just because I have a hard wake up time at 5:30, so I need to get at least 6 hours there.
Good thing it's only 8:12.
For you on the West Coast.
Okay.
Not
So-
coming through, Holly.
Sorry, no, that was to myself. Sorry, I was saying I'm trying to remember information. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So your dad said, I asked what I'd be facing at Harvest, and your father said it's a broken promise, which Lexi's putting together as the sacrifice that
We
used to
used to-
happen here.
Right. Like I said, we used to sacrifice people, kids specifically. We don't anymore.
Good, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Well,
You had to be-
it also seems to have woken up a nature spirit.
You had right. You had to be there.
Wait, how long has it been
Please,
since they've been
let's let Ruby finish. Ruby.
Sorry.
And your father isn't sure exactly what it is. At least that's what he told me. And he said that there are two groups of people that are against each other on something, and he's one of those groups.
That angels and demons.
That I assumed that was the
Okay.
case.
Okay.
Weird.
And
He's an
then
angel, but-
he
On side demons. Anyways.
he talked to me about being the chosen one.
Right.
And I asked if he knew who my seer was, which he doesn't, though I honestly am suspecting Lexi right now.
Thank you. About fucking time.
she'll hold up the notebook.
Of note related to that. That is specifically, it was strongly intimated that it was stated flat out that Ruby being the chosen one is specifically in relation to this whole situation.
Yes.
Like it's a response, it's a counterbalance, counterweight.
And he said that there's the chosen one, the seer, the guardian, the heartstring, the clever one, the fool, the betrayer, and the sacrifice. And if you look at her notebook, there are certain names with question marks written next to different things.
Are those distinct?
I'm sure there
those
are.
distinct job titles, or is there overlap?
We don't know. They don't necessarily, they don't pop up in every situation.
Archetype.
Is what Al said.
Mm.
So and honestly, we didn't ask if one person could fit multiple roles. I don't think
They would, well, there are 7 of us, if we're now counting Carl,
Well.
and 8 roles.
Well, I know someone who might have more information.
Okay?
Did you say your mom?
I mean, my mom might, but not that wasn't who I was thinking about.
Who are you thinking?
I mean, she is a witch. Witches know things.
Right.
No, I was thinking about the people who have told me I'm not allowed to teleport anywhere.
I mean, they're the ones that told me I was the chosen one.
That's not a. Wait, I don't think we actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that was
No.
directed at Ruby,
Only-
and the rest of you are like, what?
Yeah.
Only Ruby and Zach, yeah.
What?
To be fair, Sunny's
Sorry.
not really paying attention and is trying to see if Pete's still around.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
I
fair.
know that this is playing against. I know that this is playing against Sunny's general character, and I apologize for that, but anytime Sunny's attention looks like it's drifting, because it always does, Lexi is trying to get them back on track to focus.
Okay.
Sorry.
They can still ignore the information,
Yeah.
but
Lexi is trying.
There's a council of wizards that don't like that I teleported Ruby and I to Stonehenge.
Is one dressed in white and one
Okay.
dressed in black and one dressed in gray?
They are dressed in like sort of rainbow colors, yeah.
Okay, rainbow colors, that's more interesting.
And they yelled at me and told me to not teleport or there would be more consequences. So
It doesn't sound like they're gonna be too happy with you at. Okay,
but I mean,
sure.
they know lots of stuff. Well, I don't have to talk to them directly. A buddy of mine at school is like a member of a long-running wizard family and might know more. Is what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
Fair. I was thinking. Oh, sorry.
No, nothing. Ruby was just going to say that would be helpful.
Oh, I was thinking we need to talk to the town founders. We need to talk to the founding families.
Craig, how
They're
long?
going to have answers. Somebody knows something.
Craig, out of curiosity, are the Longstaffs one of the founding families?
No.
I didn't think so. I was curious.
So, being new here, how long ago did the not sacrifices start?
Start or stop, because they've been going since the town was founded.
It
Not
stopped
I
in the
mean,
80s.
In
the
like
80s, it
a
stopped.
decade or so ago, yeah.
82
Yeah.
was the last one.
They
Yeah.
stopped in
Okay.
82.
Second, why would whatever wait this long? Wouldn't it get mad right away?
Oh, it
Uh,
Not
did.
necessarily.
I
It
mean,
did.
it did. It start like there were changes, like right?
Yeah,
Because used to.
the protections went away after, according to what we've learned, the protections went away
Right.
right after the sacrifices stopped. This thing might be slightly separate but related.
Or it's gone from being
Non-protective to aggressive.
irritated to
Actively annoyed,
Or it's what it's being protected against.
Possibly.
maybe.
The other thing I want to add is I thought this was a boring place that I moved to, but this is very fascinating.
Yeah, not anymore.
I didn't say good, I said fascinating.
the fair point.
Not boring anymore is what I meant.
Oh, I
so yeah,
apologize.
I guess I can go talk to Percy tomorrow.
Cool. And we need to. Sonny, you're gonna know this, but more than any of us. Who are all the founding members of families that are still here?
Rattles off a list.
Greg?
Yeah, most of them are still here. There's like I said,
Is there
knights-
anybody who's part of this?
No.
There's a lot of us who are okay.
No.
I know if we were gonna have some fun, tense conversations with like Ruby's mom or something.
Except for my family, we're all nouveau riche.
Would the farm that this just happened on, was that one of the names?
The Kellermans? No, they weren't a founding family, as far as you're aware. And again, I mean, those of you who have lived here, I'm just saying the last names, none of your last names match. That doesn't mean that you're not necessarily part of those families.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
Like Sunny would also rattle off like
How many?
here like
Go
some
home.
of the related families that are married in.
Go
Yeah.
home and ask my dad, hey dad, how many of the founding families actively worship you?
Yeah. I mean, you can. We sort of got a hint on what the answer to that might be.
which is to say none. They worship something else.
Yeah.
Right. I know. All right. Well, okay. Are we all up to date? Is there anything else that we need to be up to date on?
You guys got anything extra?
I think that brings us up to date for the most part.
I guess Lila can turn into a lizard.
Yeah, nightmare creature.
Yes.
What do you mean nightmare
A
creature?
lizard's not a nightmare creature.
Lizards are nightmare
Yeah,
creatures.
so I'm a sleep paralysis demon.
Oh,
You are
neat.
officially you are Ruby. No offense, I love you. You are officially the coolest member of this group now.
There's a
thanks.
only people paying attention to BJ might notice it, but there is a slight, very contained twitch.
Yeah, Lila's
Mm.
looking at you. She would notice that.
Sunny's attention's like, oh, we're all up to date. Focus is gone again.
Sunny, that's a sleep paralysis demon.
I have
What the fuck are
wings.
you on about?
I can fly.
Do you need it spelled? Do you need the word spelled?
Hey,
I know how to spell sleep paralysis demon.
I'm gonna shrug out of the jacket.
I turned Sunny to make sure Sunny sees. I'm so sorry.
The death of innocence. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
No, it's Sunny sees Lila trying to take off clothes again and covers his face.
Move hands from face.
I'll just thumb to looking at Lila, thumb to my shoulders as the angel wings manifest temporarily.
So is there anything I need to know, like where to meet or anything like that?
What's your first period class?
Math.
Is that the same as ours? Do we all have the same math class?
I think so.
Yeah. With
Oh well, then we'll see.
You're in math with us?
Well, then I guess we'll see you in first
I
period.
don't see you at all.
No, I didn't pay attention to anybody.
Okay,
I
we weren't paying
focused on
attention
math.
to you until.
Yeah.
It's all right, but apparently we share first period.
Okay.
Go.
I wonder how many more people in our first period class are secretly special.
I don't know.
I don't know.
At this point, I let go, Sunny, and pat you anyway. Okay, now you can go back to denial. For
Sunny,
now.
I look over at Lyra. I look over at Lyra.
Lila.
Or, sorry, Lila. I don't know why I keep saying Lyra. Lila.
I do.
I wonder if my dad knows your parents.
I don't think so. He seemed really interested in meeting them.
you pat Sunny on the head and Sunny is like not looking at anybody, just like staring like dead, just out
Uh-oh.
into the field.
Well, you broke him. Good job.
God damn it. Did I break my project?
Yes.
As we get back to the spot where my bike is, it's still there.
Were you all walking at this point?
Yeah.
We've
I thought
been
we were.
Yeah.
We've been walking
Been
the whole
walking
time.
for
Yeah.
a while.
That's okay. You know what? I'd been picturing. You said you walked back to the bike. This whole time, I thought I had been picturing Carl's bike.
Ah.
Like you
No,
guys had
my-
walked 20
my-
feet.
No.
Okay,
Vendetta,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
bike.
Yes, it is still there.
Good.
I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be, and instead it's at your house all nice and clean.
just brought it back to my house.
there
and
there
cleaned it.
is you can see a note tucked under the tucked under your helmet where you stashed it.
Yeah, what's that?
It's just folded over, and it says thanks for a fun afternoon, and there's a little heart.
I hand it over to Sunny.
Sunny, who's
This is
still
for you.
catatonic.
I look at Sunny, realize he's still just staring off into the distance, and just tuck the note into his shirt.
Ruby, can you
Did he have like a?
help me get him into the car?
Did he have an allergic reaction?
I'm small and have small
I think
weak arms.
he's still processing having his entire worldview shattered.
Sometimes people react like that.
Well, I guess.
Backseat.
So okay, wait. So you all walked to the bike,
Yeah, so we
Mhm.
gotta walk back to the car.
and then you have to walk back to the car now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit of a walk.
Good
Okay.
plan.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, technically, I look over at Lyra. Are you strong enough to like carry somebody?
I mean,
You should
No.
not carry Sunny right now.
whose car?
My car.
I could easily give you a ride on my handlebars to get there, so you're just one person. I mean, it's quicker than walking. Just trying to
Seems
help.
so undignified.
I mean,
But-
we can meet up at a specific location once you got
Fine.
your car.
Fine. Nobody
Carl.
watch this as we ride off. Though.
All right, absolutely will.
Carl
Bitch.
gets his bike going and getting her down the road as quickly and as safely as possible. Back to her car.
If it's Lexi, it's they them. But yeah.
Them. Yes.
Dan, thank you.
I will offer. It's like I will offer to carry Ruby back to the car.
I can walk, but thanks.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
but he says
He does have wings.
his wings flapping.
Oh, I forgot about that out of character. Sorry, I totally forgot. Yeah, no, then she'll take him up on that.
So you are going to fly from the bridge. Just so I know, you are going to fly from Irving Bridge over the farms down towards where the car was left at the Kellerman farm.
Yeah, with my angel wings.
Okay. Just making sure.
you are 100% getting nabbed by the Wizards Council on the way.
With Ruby again.
Yep.
Which
Which, to be fair, awesome.
So the entire reason why he wants
Hilarious.
to do this is because he's trying to because he has sensed that the whole being a sleep paralysis demon thing is like a source of embarrassment or shyness from Mara's character. And so
Mhm.
he's trying to offer her the experience of flying with somebody else that also has wings while carrying Ruby back to the car.
I guess BJ being the only one left with Sunny will sort of like bundle the semi-catatonic Sunny onto her bike and head that way as well.
Trying to
Wait,
Alright.
are you flying in plain? It's not dark yet.
Nope.
Oh, is it not?
No.
That's my misunderstanding. I thought it was dark.
Yeah,
Nope.
no. We shouldn't fly.
Oh, never mind then. Just scratch that. That's just my temporal misunderstanding.
No, that's fair. That's why I was asking if you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
your golden wings were flying in plain view of the entire town.
Again, I thought it was dark.
No.
To be fair, it's not really the entire town from Irving Bridge to the agricultural
that's fair.
areas.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's not a long flight.
I was cautious about it
All right.
though.
So, never mind. Walking.
All right. So okay. So headed back toward the car. Or is the plan that Carl takes Lexi and then Lexi drives back and picks everybody up, which is
I
that
think
was
that- I
what
thought-
I thought it was going to be.
That's
what I thought.
In that
Everybody's
case,
going
I
with.
thought too.
So
Yep.
again, I just have misunderstood everything that's happening. So
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can chill here while Lexi brings the car around.
never mind.
Yeah.
Or if there's a place to meet up.
We'll go flying later then.
So Carl and Lexi, you're headed down Irving Road and then down Carroll Road,
Okay.
right? All right, and that's does that feel like a good spot to leave it? Because we're
Oh,
not
yeah.
we're not
That's a long way to
right
go
in the
on a
middle of stuff.
bicycle.
It is.
It's better than walking.
It
Honestly,
is.
you could just cut across the agricultural area on a bike.
No, that's too many fences, too many trees, too many
Uneven
windbreaks.
ground.
Yeah.
Dumping
Yeah.
Lexi, no.
Yeah, you cannot ride a bike over a farm, much less multiple farms.
I love the idea that Lexi's next boyfriend is the Damien.
By the way,
I am short on other options at this point.
I will also type them up and share them, but I will just for tidiness' sake. Founding families for town are the Knight family, the Gurneys, the Ripples, the Corporations, the Summer Isles, the Lancasters, the Irvings, the Bierces, and the Machins.
The Corporations being a founding family.
Yeah. Corporation.
Surname corporation. It's a corporation.
I'm
corporation.
disappointed that the Lancasters are, but the Starks are not. Unless we already killed them off because they were too good.
Probably.
Because
To
they
be
were
fair-
dumb. Stupid,
They were the first to
stupid
be
family.
Sacrifice. The first sacrifice.
I would
They're
like to point
very
out
stupid.
the corporation family. That's a chemical manufacturer.
Oh, they make lots of things.
Yeah.
Well, like you specifically mentioned that they made the weed killer that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, they do.
They have
They do.
chemical manufacturing.
Yeah.
They do.
Uh-huh.
We have
Yep.
a chemical bringing plants to life.
Oh
Look.
yeah.
Just because you see conspiracy theories doesn't mean it's not something magical, okay?
It also can be both.
Yes, both things can be true.
The Green Man, brought to you by the Corporation.
I'm going to expose the king, and I'm going to tell the person who's going to betray me about it. Fucking morons.
It happens.
All right. I think that's a good place to wrap up then, as we're waiting at the break.
Yeah.
I think so. Yep. So
Yep.
all right. So join us next time. Possibly in 2 weeks. We'll see what our crazy schedule is for these things are. But I know if it's in 2 weeks, we will not have Holly. So, we will miss you, Holly. Will you be here next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Now,
That's
So
it's just
Star
that
Wars.
1 week is my only conflict.
got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will.
It's fine. We'll just
see how-
sacrifice Ruby.
There you go.
That's-
Ruby's the chosen and the sacrifice. Got it.
Yeah.
Double down. Betray somebody on your way out. Make it a hat trick. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate you. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.